What's going on, everybody? Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by G Fuel Energy, baby. That's right. Code DannyD is currently 30% off at gfuel.com, but don't wait until everything's sold out because everything sells out during these big sales. It is 30% off until Tuesday, February 23rd. So if you're watching this Sunday, Monday, you have a chance to snag 30% off on one of those flavors you've been looking at for a while. Highly recommend Wampa Fruit, Ice Shatter, and PewDiePie. 150 milligrams of caffeine and taste amazing. And the more you guys use that code, the more likely I am to get my own shaker and maybe even my own flavor someday. So I appreciate all the support, guys. Get some G Fuel, baby. Today's guest is somebody that I still can't believe I had on the podcast. I've been looking up to this guy for a very long time. When I first joined TikTok, I got all my loadouts from this guy. And his personality and way of breaking down these loadouts is next to none. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Stony Stark. A lot of people. I mean, this is the 33rd episode, so I've had a few people on twice.
33rd.
Yeah.
Wow.
33rd.
Is this every Friday type of thing? Twice a week? 3 times? Well, how'd you? That's a lot of weeks.
For a little while, I was doing twice a week, but it was just a lot of planning. You know, and I'd have people cancel, and then it was like my whole schedule was kind of shaped around it. So doing one seems to be the way to go. But
Are you?
How's life,
number
man?
one? Are you number one yet on this?
Not yet. Maybe someday.
For me, life. I'm living in a 3-bedroom apartment with 3 people, and 3 or 4 neighbors. So it kind of is a little cramped, and I'm not really loving the LA thing.
Oh, you're in
So
LA. Okay.
yeah, it's really cramped and
Expensive.
really expensive and really pretentious. The people. I don't have a lot of friends out here for a reason, so I'm looking to make a change in that regard
So
for my living situation.
just to fangirl a little bit. I actually, when I started TikTok back in like April, like dude, I was getting all of my loadouts from you, man. Like that was my go-to, bro.
Yo, loadout king.
Loadout king, baby.
I've heard that many times. People come in my chat. Your loadouts are amazing, bro. It's never how's your day. It's always how's your loadout.
Yeah.
uh, have you seen that? Have you seen that video of the my buddy Kevin was the first one to make it. This was copied like 20 times by every other unoriginal creator. It was the video where he's what girls think we do when we go to the bathroom versus what we're actually doing, and it plays the Pornhub intro sting, and then it cuts to like my class setup video, and
Yeah,
it's
you're
like so. We care more. Ladies, we care more about the loadouts than we do about the hub. All right, that's how it is these days. Apparently, I'm the go-to. It was me. You could hear me talking about the Grow or something like it was like this gun absolutely shreds. Like it was just hilarious.
Or it's
And
this gun's got negative recoil. Yeah.
that's when I knew I became a meme. I
Nah,
officially
dude,
became a meme.
it's awesome. I love it. I always like the way that you broke things down. You know, the style. It's fun to watch. Where are you just like a huge Marvel fan or?
Um, yeah, I watched every movie religiously multiple times, and I have some of the comic books. I wasn't the comic book guy before, but it kind of got me into it. Like
Okay.
seeing how cool the character interactions could be. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll check out these, ancient texts um, that were, shunned away from society until Marvel, popularized it again with the films and stuff. So now it's cool to have comic books. So I'm looking at my Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe comic down there. My Killing Joke. I got into the nerdier stuff because
Okay.
of that, and I'm just a big Marvel guy, big DC guy. If they do it right, the DC films, man,
Yeah.
they got like 1 out of 10. I don't know. They're just
I loved Joker, but this last Wonder Woman movie was like such a big waste of time.
I really wonder what they were doing with that movie
For
because
real.
the fucking intro is excuse my language. Sorry,
No, you're
sorry. This
fine.
is
You
for
can
YouTube.
cuss. You can cuss.
Shit.
Okay.
Um, the intro on that Wonder Woman film, there she was like, "The truth is all we have, Diana." And then I was like, "All right, cool. Theme for the movie is the truth." And what, where did that go for the rest of the film? They had a whole like 5-6 minute intro scene to tell Diana that Truth is all we have, Diana.
Yeah.
And then that never came around as like a impactful
Yeah,
idea.
never went anywhere with it. And then the
Like,
villain, I was like, so his power is he just like basically has people wish for something and it takes something from them. I was like, so I don't know.
he's like, I want to
Seemed lazy.
become the stone. I want to be the stone. And he starts like he catches like COVID from the stone almost. He starts sweating and shit. Like, what's going
Yeah,
on
he
with
got
this
all
guy?
sick.
Yo,
This guy's dying.
he was dying, but he was giving everybody. He was actually doing the Lord's work. He was giving people wishes, you know.
Yeah,
And then he would take something from you. So that man, I don't know.
yeah,
It was a dog shit villain at the end
yeah.
of
It
the
was
day.
really sloppy.
More of an Obadiah Stan guy, you know.
Hmm.
That's the like bearded guy from Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I remember that. What? Jeff Bridges. I love
Yes,
Jeff Bridges, man.
Jeff Bridges. That's my favorite quote of the whole universe is Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps. Like that right there sums it up. Because like what happened was for me, I like took that into took that to heart recently, and that's kind of been my motto my whole life. Is like all you need is like what you have around you and
Yeah,
yourself. And that like you know he's in a cave. He's on his worst. You know he's down on his luck at the worst point, and all he needs is a box of scraps and maybe a little help from a friend. And he's in a cave. He can get his way out of there, and that's kind of like how I see my life. Where what I've done in multiple areas of my life when it comes to e-commerce, which I maybe we'll get into later, and now this whole gaming venture, which is kind of take two on this since I used to produce videos when I was like 13, 14 for like the older CODs. But basically, this last year when COVID hit, I was, you know, relegated to my room, my cave, with a box
yeah,
of scraps. I got a camera. I was like, all right, what do I have? I need to make some changes. My e-commerce was not going the way I wanted it to. Uh, the gig economy wasn't treating me that well because I'm a consultant and independent contractor as well
okay,
for design. So I was like down on my luck, and I said, you know what do I have? I got a PS4. I'm really freaking good at this video game, I think. Um, and I got a camera and a laptop, and I was like, you know what? It starts with videos. It starts with virality. How do I go viral for COD? Let me try this TikTok thing out. My buddy went viral for making a stupid video at the Apple Store. I'm like, all right, if you can make a video at the Apple Store and go viral, you know, fucking with all the phones, changing the background or something to some prank. Uh,
yeah,
I could do something with COD. So I made this like how to get a blueprint video or something like that. I don't even know. Some stupid thing. Got like 1 million views. I was like, all right, this is the way. All I need is this. All I need is this cave. And so now I have a couple followers.
yeah. So when did you start on
Um,
TikTok? I mean,
I think it was like February or March of last year. So we're almost to 12 months deep. Probably like 10 months deep. I didn't even stream until like 3-4 months in. I just
okay.
I was like, I didn't even want to stream actually. I don't know about you if your whole thing started on streaming or not.
I mean, I had kind of on and off streamed for like the last 4 years, but I never took it very seriously because I was in the military. So I just, with deployments and stuff, there was no schedule or anything, no consistency.
So you
But
streamed before you even got viral on
yeah,
TikTok
up
or in the app.
until I think I have a picture that I posted on my personal Instagram account that is like, 53 followers or something on Twitch back in May. So,
Damn. Yeah, I was the opposite way. I never had Twitch. I never wanted to stream, and then I was like, wait, people want to watch me. I should try it. And I was like all nervous because I don't want to play in front of I don't want to play live because like I want to just have my own thoughts and stuff. And I just didn't think it was for me. So I just did the YouTube thing and the TikTok. And I think I actually had like several thousand on YouTube before I even really got big on TikTok. And nobody really knew I had a YouTube. And then I just kind of shifted all the focus towards TikTok because I was like, this YouTube shit's not really growing that fast. I mean, I got 5-6
yeah,
K or whatever. It just
YouTube's a grind.
wasn't growing. So TikTok was the hit. And then everybody wanted me to stream. So I was like, I'll try this shit. And I launched, first day I think we peaked at like 95 on the first day for Twitch, which is like pretty crazy, I heard, for newer
Yeah.
people. And I never realized that I never had to realize the Twitch struggle like a lot of people do. Same as the YouTube struggle for a lot of people. They can't grow. But with this thing that we've taken advantage of, right? It's not that hard. I don't know. And well, maybe just we practiced and got good at it over time. I don't know.
I
I
mean,
just think this TikTok thing is easy.
I don't think it's that hard, but I think the biggest thing is a lot of people have a hard time critiquing themselves and like being straight up with themselves and saying, "Hey, this video's dog shit," you know, because that's sometimes it is, you know. And when I first started out, um, I mean, I posted a ton of gaming clips, but you know, I feel like everybody posts those. You know, it doesn't showcase your personality as much. Anybody can post a trick shot or well, maybe not anybody. You know what I mean? But anybody can post like a sick snipe or something. And it took me a while to realize that. So
I still get caught up just trying to post a clip. But like now I have people that want to watch the clips actually. So I have like I have an excuse now to just post like some dog shit clip.
yeah,
Because I have a lot of people that just want to watch those clips now, which is really I'm grateful for that. But still, if I want to get up and go viral that day, it is something that you have to think about instead of just like shit posts.
yeah. But I mean, there's been times where I kind of got stuck, and I was like, this, whatever it is that I'm doing, has gotten stale. It's just not as good anymore, you know. And you have to be able to do that to innovate and improve. You know, that's how you keep growing.
Yeah,
So
my TikTok, I feel a little stale with mine. I mean, looking at the followers, I've been stuck between 700 and 800K for 2-3 months or so, and I'm just like, I know I got to get back up and just do something crazy. So it's
yeah,
because the trend wave, you know, you make something and then everybody does it, and now you gotta set another wave.
yeah.
You're the king of I don't know what the genre is. The girlfriend walks up to the guy videos. I don't know,
I don't
dude.
know.
Like whenever I see someone else being like, "Babe, tell me about this." Like I see a couple other gamers that I think they've been doing it maybe almost as long as you, but like I see
Yeah,
them and I just think Danny. I'm like, eh, that's Danny's style. I don't know. That's why it's just because you just every time you come up on my feed, it's always, "Babe, do this," or "Hey, what the fuck is this?" And you're just like, it's just so quick and just I don't know, the little stupid format that grabs you like
yeah,
instantly.
yeah.
It's kind
No,
of
we've
funny.
tried different things, and then that kind of the family aspect of it has really become a big thing. You know,
Family
they like
Dorito.
seeing the family stuff. Yeah, the Dorito
You're gonna
fan.
start a second page called Family Dorito.
No, my fiance, she actually just started her own page, and so they kind of see like her side of it because you know I'm always on the computer, either making content or streaming or you know stuff like that. So it's more of her, little man, and the dog. So it seems like people like it. I mean, she's
Does
already
Little
did
Man
50K in like a week, so I'm sure most of
ha-
them are followers from me.
have you tried the podcast with Little Man, like what's his name, the Sailor podcast? Have you seen that one?
I have
Like
not.
the guy you had you've been
No,
scrolling TikTok and it hasn't fed you this content yet.
bro,
The
my
guy
stuff is
it's the
all
guy in the
gaming.
beanie. Oh, I was gonna say, mine's all I just get Charlie D'Amelio every time. Just renegades. No. Uh if you scroll, I guarantee you scroll a couple more weeks, this guy will show up. He's kind of gets on my nerves how much he shows up on the FYP. Like I'll scroll and 2 videos later he's back and I'm like, dog, like you're really good at getting here. But it's because it's like him and his daughter, and she's like 2 or something, and he just asks her like very intelligible questions and she just gives dog shit answers because she's 2. And it's the funniest thing ever. And so recently they went after the rap game and he like auto-tuned her, and like they called out Tyga and he duetted it. So she's
What?
getting big. Yeah, she's getting
That's
big, bro.
crazy.
She's gonna be the next big Tyga. She's gonna be the next Tyga. So maybe, you try out Little Man on a podcast and see if it goes viral. Or just not even
Yeah.
like for the full podcast, do it for the TikTok. That
Yeah,
should be funny.
I do some like G Fuel reviews on YouTube, and I'll have him come in and shake it like he does on the TikToks. And so I'll usually ask him like, you know, like I was like, "You smell like hot dogs." He's like, "Yeah, I had a hot dog for dinner," you know, and stuff like that. But that's
It's
about it
amazing.
for that. I
How old
don't.
is he?
He's 3. He's gonna be 4 in May. I try not to put the camera in his face too much because I kind of want to respect his privacy, you know, because I don't want him to like grow up and then be like, "Gosh, my parents just you know like used me or
End up like
something."
Justin
So
Bieber pissing on Mexican monuments and shit.
yeah, driving his Lambo through the neighborhoods going 100 or something. Yeah.
Dude, he almost got a mini Lambo, right? Didn't you almost buy him a?
Yeah, we were trying. They really wanted us to get him one of those little like Power Wheels cars, but there's I guess during COVID, that's like all anybody's doing is buying those or something because it was super hard to find.
Power Wheels is like Doge, man. But those are going to the moon. Trust me. Invest
Yeah,
now. I mean,
yeah. Let's
I
see.
saw it. I don't know how I know. TikTok is weird. It informs me about your purchasing decisions for a little man, which is just crazy.
Yeah, now people love it. I was surprised how much like because they kept saying get him a gaming chair, and I'm like, what the hell? Like he's not. Like, I don't even think they make gaming chairs that
It
small.
won't
You
even
know?
fit. It's
Yeah.
not gonna fit.
Like
Does he
I
play
looked them
games
up and
though?
they were all no. Well, he has a tablet, but it's mostly like learning stuff, and then there's a couple games on there like Sonic and stuff that he likes. But I don't know if he's really into games too much yet. I
Does he
think he
watch
mostly
Twitch?
watches.
Or do you let him
Uh,
watch Twitch?
sometimes he'll watch like if because my fiance will mod sometimes, so like he'll watch with her. But for the most part, I think he's usually just watching like kids Netflix when he watches
Coco
stuff.
Melon?
Yeah,
What is
PJ
that hype?
Masks and all that. I don't know,
You know about
man.
the Coco Melon hype? You should
I've
get.
heard of it,
I think I'm gonna
but
binge it. I think I'm gonna binge it this week. Yeah. No, I don't watch YouTube anymore. I barely watch it. I mean, TikTok is all I need for like 10 minutes of pure nonsense, and then I'm out.
I feel like YouTube is where I go to learn stuff. It's mainly what
Yeah,
it's
if I need
for.
something important, or like I'll occasionally get some, like I'll watch like WandaVision recap. I guess I watch a little bit of YouTube, but not like I'm not religiously like checking subscriptions and stuff.
Yeah, YouTube's weird, man, because they got the YouTube Shorts now, and people are like, "Dude, you got to repost your TikToks on there," and I'm like, "But it just doesn't feel right to put them on there." You know, like I started like a separate account, but like if you have no
For
subscribers, videos
shorts
just don't.
only,
Yeah, for Shorts only.
is that the best move instead of using your?
I got like 10 views on one of them. Like it seems like if you don't have a subscriber base already, it's hard for them to get pushed. But
Damn, I should try it. I mean, I have like, dude, it's weird. I have a 20K, but I'll get like anywhere from 1 to 15K views a
yeah,
video.
I'm gonna
It's
try.
really
I'm gonna
weird.
try posting one on my main account. See what happens.
Secret to getting views: just put one shot in the title. Just anything. Just one shot Bruin.
I was like one shot, and I was like,
one
oh,
shot.
it clicked.
One shot. FAL. The thing is, I didn't lie, folks. You get those shields off, and that foul is doming you. You're getting one
Dude,
shotted.
I was laughing. I was like, I was so confused because I just see you like flying in and killing these guys super quick, and I was like, when did this happen? When did they buff this gun?
yo, yo, that video made so many people so mad, and I didn't give a single shred of false information in that video. It was and like people were like, yeah, right, you're using stopping power rounds. I'm like, yeah, bro, I photoshopped the crosshairs to be white in every single frame, even when they're expanding and contracting when I'm sprinting. Like, yeah, bro, I went to that length to deceive
Yeah,
you about an FAL video, bro. Chill.
yeah. I
And
got
so
some.
Tim saw it.
Oh, he
Tim
did.
and he I think he very carefully avoided referencing me. Tim, I know you saw my video. Maybe he did reference me. I didn't catch the whole stream, but he when I tuned in, he was like, "Yeah, I got this FAL build off TikTok. Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. It's supposed to be like a one shot. Who knows? So it's like an SMG build. I mean, this thing still shreds apparently." And yeah, so he gets in the game and he just instantly gets shit on. No, he actually had a like he was on like a 16 or a 14 killer towards the end of the stream and it was mostly with the Bruin because he couldn't really get in the close range fights. He kept getting like range fights, so he was actually slapping with the Bruin, but he couldn't get anything going with the FAL. So I think Nick told him to not make the video because he's like I'll make a YouTube video about this later, guys. I do a TikTok build YouTube series, and he just didn't get any good gameplay with it because you didn't
Yeah.
hit your shots, Tim. You didn't hit your shots. He's not watching this, but
I doubt it.
if he is, we love you. But that was cool because I know it was my build because I went viral for it. Tim gets tagged in it a bunch. Next day, he's using the same exact word for word build, and I haven't
Yeah.
seen any other videos on that, like 5M laser with the grip, the no muzzle. Like so, I was like, yeah, that's mine. That's mine.
Yeah. But
So
you
that
got a
was
lot
cool.
of hate for that one though, like in the
Yeah,
comments.
people just call me a hacker, cheater, scammer, liar. KYS. all the above, just anything that could ruin my mental health. I'm just trying to look for the good comments to give them a reply, because I actually like to like and reply to
Yeah.
every comment, or not reply to every comment. I like every comment that I can, and I'll reply to ones that are like, he won't reply, just to fuck with him. I'll be like, nah, he doesn't.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes me a little bit degraded going through that shit.
Yeah, no, I saw you you posted on Twitter saying that you were like done with the comments. I was like, I feel you, man.
Dude, I'm like, I'm done with the comments, but I also said I would stop drinking. So I'm back in the comments. You know, that's
Yeah.
just how it is. I'm trying to show up for the fans that actually want to interact, and fans, I just whatever. I don't like that word as much, but the homies, I like to call them the homies in the comments. The real ones that actually enjoy that shit. So I don't want to ignore those people.
Yeah. You just can't let those dumb comments get to you. The way I always look at it is like those people got that they're upset about something in real life, so they're just taking it out on me, you know. Feel bad for them.
I
Stooping that
sometimes
low.
click on their page to kind of like go Sherlock Holmes on them, and just to see what's going on. And I'll click on it half the time. It's like a married guy, and all the videos are of his dog or something. And I'm like, dude, you have 25 views on your dog video, and your wife is in your profile picture, and you're talking shit on a 25-year-old's TikTok about Call of Duty. Like, what's wrong with your life, man? You need some help. Like, it's a lot
I
of time, not the 14-year-olds that you expect.
I
It's
got
really
some
sad.
poor kid banned the other day. I didn't mean to. It was a total
What'd you,
accident.
what happened?
So he commented on something and it was like I'm 19 and I'm a Navy SEAL or something. And I was like, what? Let me see this guy's profile. And I pull it up and it's like some little kid, you know? And like I said, I think he's lying, guys, you know, and then he like did something and he changed his outfit and he had like a gas mask and one of those like Russian hats on. And I was like, and I think he's a commie. And then they all just go over like, how dare you, like, stolen valor? And I'm like, whoa, 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 everybody calm down, you know. But then he posts a TikTok saying he's sorry and that he's only 12, and so he gets banned for being underage. I'm like, bro. And then everybody's like, you got him banned. I was like, he got himself banned. He's 12.
Dude, I actually saw the video, and I freaked out when that kid like he had the gas mask on or whatever, and I was like, no way, this kid's gonna get crapped on, bro. He's not gonna stand a chance.
Oh
The
man.
Danny army is going after. Like it's uncontrollable.
Yeah.
You have an army that will literally go mob people on the internet.
Yeah, those and
Kind of
all the
nice.
pro military people, they don't mess around. Like they're like stolen valor. You know, you shouldn't be lying about the military. I'm like, guys, it was a joke. You think I'm seriously mad at this kid? Like it's just a joke. They take it too
Stolen
seriously.
valor. That's a big
Yeah.
buzzword these days. Don't fuck with stolen valor.
Yeah.
I always have people come my chat and Twitch, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm a veteran," and I'm like, "Oh, here we go again. Do I have to like go through the run through the paperwork and shit to see if it's real?" Because they're always like trying to get a game. They're like, "I'm a veteran, served in this, and I just want to get a game, bro." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dog, all right, are you a 12-year-old with a gas mask on TikTok or what?" Because like, dude, I don't know if people someone comes in and he's like, I broke my leg and my hamster died. Can I get a game? Like, I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
made a video about it too. Like, it's
Bro,
real.
yeah, these people come to like my mom died or something, you know. I'm
Stolen
like,
sympathy.
yeah.
It's not
Like,
even
dude, if
real
you want to
half the
play,
time.
just ask. You don't have to make up an excuse about a family member dying. Come on, man. You know.
And I got to run up a game of marbles and hope they win.
Leave it up to chance.
You ever play that shit on stream?
I haven't. I've thought about it. I thought about doing it for like a
Dude,
giveaway.
guarantee you'll boost 50 plus extra viewers if you say you're playing marbles. I have people that'll come in and be like, "Oh, marbles, I'm in." They win,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Nah, man, I was just here for the marbles out." Like, what? Like, dog, I'm trying to compete with the viewers for a chance to get in the squad, and you're just here for one game of marbles and then you dip. Like,
Yeah.
bro, what?
Yeah.
I'm
He
like,
wins and he
I,
doesn't even want to play the
I
the
need to make
game.
a video like Tanzer style. Have you seen Tanzer?
Oh yeah, Tanzer's cool.
He kind of does similar videos to where he's roasting the chat, like little skits.
Yeah.
It's a little different than yours, but I need to do some sort of Tanzer style video where I'm like roasting the kids that are just there to play marbles, because it's the most brain dead game. You just like watch your
You don't
ball
do
go down the
anything.
track.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all like when their ball falls off the track, they're like, "It's fucking rigged, rematch," and I'm like, "Guys, we're not doing another one, okay? This is
It's rigged.
what you get, okay? It's like I'm like a teacher over here trying to like rein these kids in, man. I
Yeah.
feel like daycare sometimes.
So I do the stream elements giveaways, and the way that, I don't know if you've done that before, but the way it's set up is they use like points that they've earned watching the stream, kind of like channel points, but its own thing, you know?
Yeah,
And so they'll get all upset because they're like, that guy, he's won twice this month. And I'm like, bro, he's always here. What do you expect? Like, it's up to you whether you want to win this or not. Like, literally, you have, a way better chance if you just come hang out,
just
So
leave it tabbed, even, right? You have to type and shit to be active to get the points. How does it
I
work?
don't think so. No, like it's
You
literally just you link it to your Twitch, and then you're earning Dorito points by just watching the stream.
That sounds like some shit some code you get off the back of a bag of the chips at the store. Like
Dorito
you have to
XP.
dude, yeah, some sort of collaboration with Black Ops 3 or something. I don't know.
But yeah,
Dorito points. Mine are called Stone Bones. I might have to change that. It sounds a little suspect. But if you think about it, it's like I got 20 bones. Like
yeah,
that's like an
it
old
makes
timey
sense.
phrase. So you
I
get
like
stone
that.
bones. But then
Yeah, but
chat gets a little sus with it, and I have to
or they'll also get mad. I'll do like a smaller giveaway where like I have a bunch of packets that I legit like send to them, as a giveaway, so they can try the different flavors of G Fuel, and they'll get upset because they're like, "Oh, well, I spent all my points on that, and I wanted to enter for the tub." And I'm like, "Well, you should have waited, bro. Like, I told you there's gonna be a tub giveaway at the end here. And instead, you blew them all on 5 packets. Like, bro."
I could see a Dorito Point gambling like meeting happening on the TikTok, like having intervention with your Dorito Point gamblers. You
Yeah.
listen, Jimmy. You've wasted all your points this month, and it's only the third. Like, bro, what are you doing? We need to talk. You have a problem, bro. You wasted it all in the packets, and you wanted the tub. Long-term goals, bro. Long-term goals. You gotta focus, dude. Your viewers, I've heard. I don't know. I was talking to who was it? Someone, one of the TikTok guys mentioned it. I mentioned you, and they were like, "Yeah, Danny's viewers, different breed." I like they're crazy. I just heard. I don't know. I heard wild things through the grapevine about the Danny Dorito tribe.
That's funny. Bless you.
My windows are always open. Landlord story. Sorry,
You good?
this is quick, but my windows are always open because they're broken. So I just get 24/7 pollen and shit just coming through, and my landlord won't pay for new windows. But anyways,
Bro,
what were we saying?
why don't you move? Go somewhere else.
Dude, I am looking
Come to New
for a new
Mexico.
real New Mexico.
That's where I am.
What sell me.
Well, I was living in Simi Valley, and so
I was born there.
You were born in Simi Valley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Arroyo Vista. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. You're
Arroyo
over
Vista?
there in I think
Oh,
so.
you know that. That's a school.
Yeah. Is that a high school?
Arroyo Vista is a middle school or a middle elementary school. And then there's Royal High School. Royal, you know that?
I think so. I mean, I lived there for like 7 months. And then because I got out to go work in the film industry. I had a job. Like I was gonna go be a coffee bitch on like the spinoff of Blackish. I can't remember what it's called, but I was gonna go do that.
The most amazing.
Not at all. It'd be like 45-minute drive or 45-minute commute for like 100, maybe $150 a day. Once I know how everybody wants their coffee or whatever. Like
Jeez.
It was not.
The
it was not
spin-off
to
Blackish. That sounds like a stepping stone job where you're just waiting for the next one.
Well, I mean, because I always wanted to do the creative stuff, but you gotta pay your dues. I wanted to be an assistant director and then hopefully be a director someday. Because I like all the behind the scenes stuff. Everything from camera angles to, I mean, when I do my skits, I'm doing it all. I have to be the actor, the camera guy, all that stuff. So I like all of it. But I moved out here. Sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
I moved out here because the film and TV industry over here is blowing up, and I think I want to go try and pursue acting. So we'll see how that goes. The the Netflix studio here, they just invested like $1 billion. So we'll see how that goes. They're supposed to film like the next season of Stranger Things here or something. So
I could see you being in an '80s character. so,
getting eaten by a
so,
Demogorgon.
yeah, you're eating Doritos. They need to put you in and like a cameo. You're eating Doritos and
Yeah.
like you get like swept off your feet and you drop the Doritos and you're like, no, not the Doritos. Something like that. But maybe like there's some secret power to the Doritos and the Demogorgons can't handle it. Like
Yeah. I end up slaying a Demogorgon with a bag of Doritos.
that would be
Uh,
probably the most epic collab I've ever seen from TikTok.
dude, they gotta get a. I was in Jordy 2D stream. You ever pop into his stream?
No, once he follows me back on Twitter, I'll pop into his stream perhaps.
I think he's got 2 accounts on Twitter. He has like a gaming one, and then he has like a personal one. So I don't
I
know which one
followed
he's
his
on
one that
more.
was called Zerowable. Zerowable. That one, you know that one.
Yeah, I think that's his personal one. I don't
I
know.
I think he's a funny guy. I just
Yeah,
don't know if he is my type of
he's
tea.
very
But
to himself. Seems like he's not really big on collabs. You know.
oh, I don't. I just want him to follow me, man. I don't even want to collect.
I mean, dude, he just followed me on TikTok one day because I guess he thought the Twitch chat and real life skits were funny, and then so I popped into his stream and we had talked a little bit. He said he wanted to play CS:GO, but he said he also has a hard time like committing to like actually getting stuff done. So we'll see if that happens.
That's why he doesn't make TikToks anymore because he hates TikTok.
But he
No,
was just on vacation, so he said he's supposed to start making a bunch of TikToks now.
because he was
See what
complaining
happens.
about it. He was like, everybody copies my shit. I think I made him.
Yeah.
I think I triggered him a little bit. Maybe this is why he didn't follow me because I was like, I was trying to be positive because I replied to one of his tweets talking about how people copy shit on TikTok, and I was like, that kind of sucks, man. But like, it's kind of the basis of the TikTok like ecosystem. But all you have to do, man, is just keep being better, and
Yeah.
you are better. So don't worry about it. Like I was kind of like trying to prop him up. Maybe it came off as me just being like on my high horse, but I was just trying to be like, we got to realize like it's like as much as we want to like talk shit about it, like that's just what it is. And if we just keep being better and show people why they watch us or why they shouldn't watch us, perhaps if we're doing bad, then that's what it is, man. And like maybe he looked at that, he
Just
and
took
just
it the wrong way.
didn't like me after that. So Jordy, if you're watching, man, your shit's really funny, bro. So I like it. I like it.
Oh, dude, it's cool though. Like I went into a stream and he was making a TikTok. He was editing it in Premiere, so it was cool to like see his little process, how good he is at like graphic design and stuff. Like I didn't know he went to school for that, so it's
Yeah, a
pretty
lot of these
interesting.
guys. That's kind of where I come from. I was in school for film and photography, and also for uh, computer science, which is a weird dichotomy. But I just didn't know which one I wanted to do, and then I did 2 years of that stuff, and then dropped out. And before that, I was doing graphic design since I was like 13 years old, and doing YouTube tutorials, getting some quick AdSense checks back in the day when I was going into my mom's bank account because I wasn't old enough yet. So like a lot of these guys like me and like the other TikTokers and stuff, like Mark Clark, marketing background. He has an agency for digital marketing and stuff. So like a lot of these guys are just like out of the woodworks off these like creative industries, and
Yeah,
it kind of shows you're like, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They can just take all the skills and just easily turn it into a entertainment career. It's
yeah.
a one man shop.
But yeah, no, I was talking to him about. I was like, dude, you got to be in the next Sonic movie. And he's like, hey, yeah, you're right. I got to make a cameo in that. So that'd be funny if he was in the next Sonic, because he does the whole Sonic Saturday thing. Every time I
Yeah,
go in there, they're like, "Put on the costume," and I'm like, "Dude, that's like." They're always like, "Go get Little Man," And I'm like, "No, he's taking a nap," or.
yeah.
Uh,
I stray away from. I have an Iron Man mask that I will bring out like once every 2 months,
but you
and
don't want it to be
it's
a thing.
only if I'm, dude. It's. I don't want it to get big, like because of that reason. Because I've already had the get the mask, like get the
Yeah,
mask, and like the thing is, the mask it makes my face physically, uh, like uncomfortable, and I can't see out of the fogged up plastic with like engravings. It has like these tech engravings on it to make it look all high tech, so like that also blurs your vision. and it's made for kids. So the chin, like when it closes fully, it'll like pinch my chin, and like it's like
Like
total
you're in
meme.
pain.
Yeah, like I'm in pain. Like when I take it off, I like snatch all my beard hairs off, and like
Oh,
it's like, but it's so funny. It looks so funny. It's like my version of Sonic, I guess, the Sonic, whatever you want to call it, the meme, and it it's like a crutch. If I'm playing really bad, like I can't get it going. I put that on as an excuse, as like, all right, we're playing for memes now, guys, because I can't. It's like my crutch, but I haven't had to bring it out in a while. I've been on fire, so
yeah. No, I
thankfully.
know how you feel. When I first started, I wore a party-sized Dorito bag on my head with holes cut out.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was doing at first. I'd be sitting there and like I'd turn to like look and it's all loud in the mic, like crinkly and stuff, you know. Um,
Did you do that every stream?
whenever they redeemed it,
Oh, it
it
was
was
a
Dorito
redeem.
head. Yeah, it was like there was Dorito head mode. There was so I called it Dorito head mode, and then I had floating Dorito head mode, which was I put on a green morph suit, so it was just a floating Dorito bag that
That's
kind of had a
actually
green
sick.
screen. But then once I decided like, hey, I can actually make this a business, I should probably stop using copyrighted stuff to to make money, you know.
Yeah,
So
are they gonna come after you at all?
now it's already cleared. I already trademarked the name and everything. Like it's a corporation and stuff. Give myself a salary, all that fun stuff. So
Nice. Yeah, I am impressed by that. The whole branding. It's just, I don't know, it flows, man. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Danny DeVito, but Danny DeVito. I don't know.
yeah.
It already has a famous ring to it.
Yeah, and like I have the 23 on there because the regular, you know, some Joe Smo already took Danny Dorito by itself, but it actually like worked out in my favor because I don't think if I didn't have the 23 on there, I don't think I would have been able to trademark it.
Oh, even the trademark has the 23.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
yeah. So I because I was 23 when when I changed my name. It was something else before that. So
I remember using numbers in my name. I would use 117, Spartan 117. Like back in the day, I was Psychomaniac 117 when I was like 12. Like, what a name, bro! Psycho. It was like XX Psychomaniac XX 117. I was like so hardcore, man. Halo player, like just doing all the glitches, doing all the Easter eggs. Just I thought I was the coolest guy ever. Now I look back at that. What a name, dude! Psychomaniac, crazy. I have a YouTube channel called Maniac. From You could still go up and see the videos for Modern Warfare 2. I'm talking about like Call of Duty quick scoping, like the state
yeah,
of quick scoping. I did like a commentary on the state of quick scoping from the transition of Modern Warfare 2 to Black Ops, and it is such a crazy almost like a time loop kind of feel, because now we transitioned from Modern Warfare to Black Ops, and once again quick scoping was kind of trashed on from that transition. Like
yeah,
when people got into Black Ops Cold War, they were like, what are these snipers, man? Like, and that's exactly how it happened when Modern Warfare 2 was a big hit, and then they went to Black
yeah.
Ops, and they had the same philosophy. They were like, quick scoping in MW2 was like way too OP, bro. We're gonna tone that shit down for the real players. The real running gunners. We got to give them a chance, man. This sleight of hand pro shit is out of hand, and so
Sleight of hand
uh,
pro.
that shit would make you zoom in so quick. And now we went from having all these cool SPR Car 98 like quick snappy MK2 carbine rifles to like
Yeah, the
these
Pellington.
dog shit Pellington and Tundra. Like, what is this M82 fake Barrett? Like,
Yeah,
I'm like, we're doing it again. It's the same shit. Modern Warfare to Black Ops, and we're ruining the sniping. We already did that in 2012 or
yeah.
wherever that was, 2009.
History repeating itself.
It's legitimately a cycle of the same nonsense, and people are still making the same videos that I was making. And I only have like 400 views on that video, but just funny to see. You could see the cyclical nature of the business, and we haven't changed. We
So
just gotten.
you said you used to play Halo. Do you mainly stick to just Call of Duty now?
Yeah, because Halo's dog now. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
but I mean like no other games. Like I kind of play all the first person shooters. Like I've gotten really big into Rainbow Six. The organization I joined has their own skin for one of the guns in the game, so I've been playing that a lot.
I don't play other games because I like to hyper focus and get really freaking good at like one game. Like at one point, I was like Rocket League maining like a year and a half ago, where I was just like sweating my ass off trying to get the air vault like
Yeah.
upside down
Yeah.
varials off the wall, and like I had all the tricks down and shit. And I didn't play COD that much. And then COD Modern Warfare came out, and I was like, this COD's kind of good again. Like Black
Yeah.
Ops 4 was boring, or Black Ops, yeah,
Oh
Black Ops
man.
4 was boring as shit. And then I got hooked. Left Rocket League for Modern Warfare and never looked back. And I got super hyper focused on Modern Warfare.
Bro,
So
I remember the first time I played Rocket League, I was like, how hard can this be? It's just a bunch of cars hitting the ball, right? No, dude, it's so tough. That game is something
it's
else.
it's like the skill gap is legitimately probably one of the bigger skill gaps in any game I've seen. Excuse me. Like you see guys carrying the ball across the map upside down, like on their like the ball is on the bottom of their car. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I was almost at that point, but I could never quite.
Yeah, no, what I've had Flash Force 4000 on. Like and what he's known for on TikTok is like the dribbling videos. That's what he does. He does all these tricks with the ball and stuff in that game. It's
Is
just like,
Rocket
dude.
Talk pretty big? Rocket
I
Talk.
guess. I don't know. I guess there's that little niche there. I guess it's got he's big on it. So,
You know, Minecraft Talk is pretty big.
I
Minecraft
can't
Talk is.
can't get into that game, man. Just never been able
I
to.
tried. I tried. I did a stream. I had like 35 viewers compared to my normal like 100, and I I was trying so much to have fun, and there's just the amount of knowledge you have to start to get back like into your brain about like how do I even build a freaking crafting chest to build this to then build that, and
Yeah.
like what ingredients do I need to make this like red switch. Like I'm like, dude, I just want to go to Disney World. I want to go to a simulated Disney World server. So that's what we did. We went to Disney World on a Minecraft server.
That's
And,
cool.
so that was the most fun I had playing Minecraft, was just exploring someone else's work, because I didn't want to do the work of making my own shit anymore. I used to make worlds and shit and have all these cool monuments, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is probably a game for fucking really, really peaceful people that I just need I need quick scope somebody, bro. I do. I
Yeah.
it's
You need
just
the violence.
I need the speed, the momentum, like Doc
Yeah.
says. I do. I can't play Valorant because you can't sprint. You know, I
I
can't
love
deal with
Valorant.
it. I need a sprint.
I like CS:GO and honestly, it's just the shooters for me. I feel like with shooters, your skill kind of carries over from one to the other most of the
Oh
time.
yeah, I could probably
So
be decent at Rainbow. Maybe not Valorant, but I feel like everybody in my chat tells me that I would be okay at Rainbow.
yeah, I mean that's my philosophy is I might not be great at. I mean, I guess I'm decent at Cold War League play. We've been playing a lot of that lately, but I'm just kind of average at everything, you know. So if I keep playing everything, maybe I'll get a little above average at some point at everything. At least that's what I'm
What is that?
hoping.
Master of none,
Master of none, yeah.
dude. I try to be the master of one, at least in video games. In life, I'm like master of none. I have all these skills. Like I'm kind of good at the filmmaking side of things. I'm kind of good at graphic design. I'm kind of good at websites, but I'm not like an expert coder, or I'm not
Yeah.
like a craftsmanship like artisan filmmaker. But like I know I have like the little tendrils in each area. But in video games, I'm like so one track minded. I never want to get off COD. I like it's just a speed, man. It's like getting into the battle royale side of it too. Just getting to the floor and like sliding into a weapon and picking it up and like whipping around and getting a double kill. Like I don't know. I don't have that feeling in other games.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, today though, I was playing Warzone. I wasn't feeling it. I think it's just everybody's ready for that next update. Um,
Oh, they're gonna bring a boat.
what? So I'm curious, man, because I don't. It always seems
I've
like it's
stopped
always a
following the
letdown.
news cycle on it,
Yeah,
but because of that, I just want to be like a little more surprised now, and so I haven't stopped like trying to dig into like I used to watch like
yeah,
what's coming in the next 2.0.1.45
yeah,
beta test update, silent nerf, silent. Like I stopped paying attention to all that shit, so now I just kind of wait till it happens. Even
yeah,
though I'm a creator, I should be like up to date on it. I should be making videos on it, but whatever. There's a boat coming to the port of Verdansk.
yeah.
So instead of a new map, you get a new boat. Okay. And it's going to be a new loot location extravaganza. Like when Stadium opened up and you see the whole lobby
Oh,
dropping
dude,
into the stage.
Stadium was such a stupid
Dude,
letdown,
they
man.
built like 2 levels of underground parking in a fucking battle royale, which already had too much space. Let's burn that farm. I'm telling them anything besides for anything from quarry, like the end of quarry, all the way from lumber to farmland to prison. That whole side of the map should just be taken down and scoot it all the way up to the ravine or whatever the drain, whatever that's
Yeah.
the arroyo or whatever that thing is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
That
about.
should
Yeah.
be the cutoff. Like you shouldn't be able to go past to port. Fuck port. Like
Yeah, who lands there, dude? Like what?
the weirdos that the same guys that like pretend like they're driving the speed limit
Oh
in
my
video
gosh.
games and like stop at red lights. They land at port. And then the guys who are like don't get me started on the prison landers, bro. Those people are psychopaths. There is parts of prison that I guarantee you've never even seen.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I went in there the other day and I was like, wait, there's this part. I've been playing this game. I have 120, 100 something like that wins, and I've never been to this section of the map.
yeah, I'm still discovering things for sure.
It's not even
But
useful. It's pure dog shit. It's like, why do I need 2 underground parking structures in the stadium for me to go loot up? Like what? No.
yeah,
Doing
I tried because I'm trying to figure out like what else to do with YouTube because I'm trying to post more on there. So I do the G Fuel reviews. I post podcast highlights. Um, maybe some stream highlights. I have a mod that likes to put some stuff together sometimes, so I'll throw that on there like once a week. And then today I tried posting like a gaming news thing. It's kind of basic, nothing crazy. It was just like, hey, Rainbow Six Quarantine might be called Rainbow Six Parasite now, and they're supposed to reveal more details soon. You know, stuff like that. Like just little things that I think my community would be interested in. And they seemed to like it. But one of the things was I kind of broke down just a little bit, like, hey, we got new details on like season 2, and so it looks like there's supposed to be a boat, you know. And I was, but like I even broke, I was like, so there's all these theories, you know. Maybe the boat's just gonna crash into the land, and you know it's another place to loot, or maybe they'll add boats just to one section of the map so you can drive a little boat out there. You know, like, it's so stupid, dude.
You
Like,
have to get on the
no,
boat to get to the boat to loot the boat, then get back off
yeah,
the boat. That'd be hilarious, bro. Just sniping
but
kids trying to get to they're on the little jet skis trying to get to the main boat and you're just sniping them.
yeah,
Be
dude.
fantastic.
I mean, I what'd you think of the like the Cold War event where I don't remember
They
what the hell they
released
did with that.
they like bombed the stadium and like that was how stadium opened, is that they like bombed it, but like something big blew up and it only blew up the roof of stadium.
I don't know, man.
It was like a huge. I remember it being like there was like World War III style
Yeah,
like dog
planes
fights
flying
going
in.
on,
Yeah,
and then it was like nuke sirens going off, and then like at the end like stadium exploded, but like
nothing happened.
then nothing happened, and then there was a cutscene for the release of season 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever 6 or whatever season 7. I don't even remember,
Whatever
and
season we
it
were
was
on.
the cutscene had nothing to do with that World War III like
Yeah,
what that was like an alternate reality or something, because in the cutscene for that stadium opening was like some SEAL Team 6 style heist of them like planting explosives. There was no World War III
man. I
dogfight
wish
going down. I don't know.
it
That was
was.
weird.
It was cool. I remember because I streamed it, you know, and I think at the time I had a lot of viewers for it. Like I'd never had that many viewers for something random like that. I didn't even say I was gonna do it. I was just like, hey, I'm gonna stream this event, and so like we're all running the stadium. It's all crazy. Everybody in the chat's freaking out, like, what's gonna happen? And then like we just get a cutscene and that's it. I was just like, bro, I thought the nuke was gonna drop. You know, I thought something big was gonna happen, and it just kind of Fuse just went out. It was a dud, man. But
Yeah, they fucking hyped that, overhyped. I had a lot of viewers for that as well. I don't know why. That was actually the most viewers I've had with no raid
yeah,
on a
same
stream.
here at the time,
I had
man.
like 350 or something, and for me that's triple average. Yeah, and I don't know, it was cool, but fucking lame. It was cool for me, lame for the actual effect of
Yeah,
the drop. Fortnite seems to be better at that. They have like interactive
yeah.
events.
I did like I personally did like Haunting of Verdansk though. I had fun with that.
Dude, I got so mad at that. I turned into the world's biggest Timmy because I couldn't like I don't know why, but I just had like a target on my back and I would get stuck in the zombie loop of like getting out of the zombie and then becoming a zombie
Yeah.
again. And I played it like 5 times and almost every game I would get stuck in some shitty situation and get zombie looped and I would just not ever have like I wasn't slaying out like I was in regulars and I was just like, "You know what? This is zombie mode. I'm bad. I'm bad." So I'm out. I played it like 4 times and I was out. So not. It was cool though. The concept is cool and they introduced
Yeah.
like new, so it was kind of change of pace. But I didn't. Man, I was like, get me back to the normal slaying. I want to. I don't know. Just couldn't
I
do it.
didn't get a single jump scare the entire event, and then like a couple days after it ends, I got jump scared and like literally almost shit my pants, dude.
Yeah,
Like
weren't they like lingering? There was still like it was like lingering even
I have
after
no
the event.
idea.
There was still jump
Yeah,
scares.
yeah. I was like, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just not gonna get jump scared, guys. And literally right after that, I just get jump
I
scared.
got one, but it didn't do anything. I don't know. I think I wasn't on enough G Fuel that day to get hyped. Are you so
Yeah.
speaking of the G Fuel thing, dude, are you you're making videos for both of their pages and you have a code? Is that your deal?
So they haven't really asked me to make any videos or anything. I
Oh,
just
you're
have a.
just on
I
the
just got
code
a
side?
code. Hmm.
I'm the opposite, man. I make videos for both of their pages. G Fuel, if you're watching this. I consistently outrank the some of the other creator a lot of the other creators on the views and the followers on like bringing in the views and the followers for that page.
Yeah.
Um, and I still have no code. Where's my code?
You don't have a code?
They won't give me a code, bro. I'm like the little redheaded stepchild that they're like, go into the basement and make some videos, sonny boy.
I don't
But
know that.
no, I love them. They treat me very well and they're very relaxed with the way they handle my content and stuff. They just kind of let me. They've honestly just stopped approving the videos. They're just like, go ahead and post, like whatever. They used to like approve every video and stuff. Now they just because I've cracked like over 500K on a lot of the videos,
Yeah.
and I'm one of the only ones who I think consistently makes the original posts. A lot of the creators are reposting, and some of them are killing it with the repost, like they're working. But for me, the repost repeat. I've tested reposts a couple times and it weren't working, so I've been making original content and focusing on like making their page actually more valuable. And I'm still waiting on that code, man. I'm still waiting on that code. Everybody
Wait,
in my chat says they won't buy until they get the code.
so you just log in and post a video for them every once in a while?
Once a week on Wednesday on both pages.
Are you the one
G
that
Fuel
followed
Energy,
me?
G Fuel
Because
Daily.
they followed me, and I was just like, okay, like
I may
what's going on?
have. I don't remember. I don't remember who did that, but I'll reply to
Somebody
comments
did.
here and there. Try
Yeah.
not to get too saucy with the way I reply because I
You
gotta
gotta
remember
reply
I'm
to
on the
my
G
stuff,
Fuel.
man. People are like, oh, G Fuel replied.
I'll go. I have both the accounts. I'm logged in. You need some G Fuel hype? You let me know. Shoot me a Discord and be like, yo,
Yeah,
I need
baby.
you to say something on this video. I'll go in. I will log in. I could even do it whenever you want. I could log in whenever you want. Go comment on your video. I'll be like, oh, we approve or like some corny shit. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we approve. You should tell me to
Little
like
man.
mix two flavors or something.
Okay,
Like
yeah, dude.
yeah.
I'll be your inside guy. Okay, G Fuel, just look away. Okay. No, they'll love it. They don't. They do care about the pages and stuff. But with me, they've been very
That's cool,
relaxed.
man.
So
Yeah, I didn't know how that worked. I was always wondering. I was
yeah.
like, do they just have like a PR person or what? Like,
They have a team of the social media guys. Eric, shout out Eric. Eric, you owe me more cans, bro. I'm waiting. He always sends me cans. He's usually pretty good about it. I'm
That's
always
cool.
afraid to ask though, because I'm like, shit, I'm eating a lot of these cans, or I'm drinking a lot of these cans, man. I feel like you guys are running out of cans because of me. So I'm like scared to ask for more cans because I just burn. Like he'll send me like a freaking 4 boxes of Nemesis tea, and like a week later, I'm like, yo, Eric, and he's like,
Can I
yeah,
get some more G Fuel cans, babe?
yeah. I'm scratching my neck like that too, like feeding, like, yo,
Yeah.
Eric. He's pretty good. So they just we're in like a little group chat and stuff, and we just pass the ideas around, or I send the videos in and I say I'm posting these today. Half the
That's
time they're
cool.
just like, yeah, go ahead, man, whatever.
Like, so how long ago did that start? Where you were like a part of
Like
that?
5 months.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 months, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I think I mainly got the code because my the team I joined was sponsored. And they're like, yeah, we could probably make something happen. So
I know they want to give me a code because Eric said he's forwarded my stuff to the department that handles the codes. So
yeah,
maybe in a week or two I'll have a code.
I mean, they told me they're like, yeah, you're gonna have a code tomorrow, and then like 2 weeks went by, and I finally got one. But so I think it just takes a while for stuff to get up the chain.
Yeah, I tweeted at
So.
them finally too. I was like, "Hey, G Fuel, I don't even know if you know who I am at the top here, because I feel like their social media department for TikTok is like way over on here, and
Yeah,
like the bigger corporate stuff is like up top, and they don't even really know what's going. Like I don't even think they know who I am at the top, for sure.
yeah. And
I know
somebody
Bobby Boysenberry.
somebody posted one of my Instagram pictures. It was like 3D Doritos, both of the flavors. Who's calling me?
You know,
Yeah,
I
no, yeah,
I,
it's
I
definitely
can't deal
it's
with it.
definitely better out here neighbor wise too. Because I mean, we're in a townhouse, so like we went from I think like 900 square feet to like 1,500, but it's $1,000 cheaper. So
Wow,
3 bedroom, 3 bath.
dude, yeah, our 3 bedroom, 3 bath out here is like 35 to 4 grand, and we got lucky. We got lucky with the four
We got
with
lucky.
like a 36 to 3,700 total monthly, and then plus all the other shit, all the other expenses. Like, and it just went up too. But like,
Yeah,
this is like the lowest of the low you'll find out here for a 3 bedroom in LA. Like,
yeah. No,
crazy.
my rent's $1,000.
What? Crazy. Shit.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
man.
All
Get out here before everybody else
right.
does. I'm gonna buy a house here in like a year.
New Mexico. I need some sort of
Albuquerque.
like
There's nothing else anywhere else in New Mexico except Albuquerque.
Albuquerque's the only place to be.
Yeah, there's like nothing anywhere else. There's maybe like one other area, but
Is there cool like downtown?
I don't know. Everything's closed. Everybody's
Ah,
it's a
shit,
good
you're right.
barbecue here. Just had some the other day. Made a TikTok on it.
Oh yeah, I saw the barbecue
Yeah.
TikTok. That, as they say, was it bussin'?
Oh yeah. It was bussin'.
It was bussin' bussin'.
Yeah. Um
I,
but yeah, no, it's weird here because like it seems like the town is built for more people than that are here. Like there's like 5 Walmarts within like a 2.5 mile radius of me. I'm just like, who's going to all these Walmarts?
all
Because
right,
there's nobody.
you say 5 Walmarts, I'm there, dude. That's all I need. How many Whole Foods are there?
I think I've seen two.
All right, good, good. I live next to one right now, and I'll walk
So there you
there,
go.
and I haven't driven a car. I haven't like really gotten a car and drove anywhere in so
Yeah.
long, even though I have a car. That's just so kind of the way I like it now. Is I don't want to
What kind of car do you drive?
drive. I have a Ford Fusion,
Oh
super
yeah. Okay.
super luxury, man. So nice. Everybody's always expecting me to have some sort of Tesla, arc
Yeah.
powered by the arc reactor and shit. It's like,
I mean, I drive a Corolla, so
yeah,
hey,
Corolla,
it's a new
dude.
Corolla.
Hey,
So
I would take any car that doesn't break down. I don't,
yeah,
as long as it
those
can
Ford
carry
Fusions are good
passengers.
for a while. Like my dad has one. It does remind me. I used to have a Mustang because I was that like typical muscle car guy in the military. But the other I liked the Fusion, how it drove and
Are
everything.
you really in the military if you don't
I
have a
was,
muscle
dude.
car?
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
I
no. I'm
thought I
saying,
was like stolen
no,
valor.
no, dude, you're getting ready to. You have your list of defense.
Yeah,
Like,
for it. Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta get
you
the
have your
muscle car.
documents. I have a muscle car. That's all you need to know. Guys,
Yeah,
he owned a Mustang.
yeah,
He definitely no stolen valor. Okay, you don't have to be in the military. Once you buy a Mustang, you get the valor. You can, I
yeah.
had a Mustang too, so I was technically in the military.
Oh, did you
No
really?
stolen valor. I did. Yeah, I had a 2015 anniversary edition when they
Ooh.
changed the lights. Remember when they changed the lights up
Yeah,
on the tail lights?
yeah,
And they were like they became those like louvres kind of ones with the
yeah.
fucking
They
the three
brought the
light.
fastback back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so I had one of those, and I
What
was a
color?
pizza delivery
Is
guy.
it a black one then? If it
It
you
was
were driving pizzas around
it
town
was
in
a
a Mustang.
yeah, it was a turbo. It was a turbo 4 engine, so it was pretty snappy because
Yeah,
they finally made a 4 cylinder again, like first
yeah,
time since like '65 or something.
yeah. And then they
And
finally killed the 6 cylinder.
yeah, and then it had the turbocharge, so you could hear that shit like whizzing when you switched to like second gear. It was just like super nice. And I was stick shift driving, like just like pretending I was Ken Block, and I was driving pizzas around in it like hauling ass, getting
What pizza
complaints from
place?
all the neighbors. It was called Z Pizza.
Oh, so it was like
And
a
it was
local
like
place.
they're kind of local. They're like Southern California like chain, but like a smaller. They're kind of like they're independently owned, but they're franchised or whatever. Kind of like it was kind of like a family. It felt like a family business, but it was a chain, like the way it was
Yeah.
run and stuff. And it's not like a McDonald's level thing though. Like they got fresh ingredients and stuff. Um,
Bro, do you know where Point Magoo is?
Point Magoo.
Yeah. You know where that is?
That sounds like something out of a Goonies movie or
It's
something. I
over
don't
there at
know.
Ventura. It's like this nasty ass naval base, like on a swamp, like right over there, kind of right by the
Sounds
water.
hot.
It's awful, man. I had to do deployments there, and there's this little there's like a I don't know if you've heard of them. It's like a pizza chain over there, Pizza Man Dan's.
Pizza Man Dan's. That also sounds like something out of an 80s movie, bro.
Dude,
We got
the
Pizza Man Dan's today.
the
What is
owner
that?
legit the owner legit delivers pizza sometimes, and he has this like old Corvette like Stingray that's just covered in pepperoni and stuff. Like it's like a legit pizza like wrap on
Dude.
his car. And so on the base, you'll just see this pizza Corvette come by, and everybody's like, "Hey, it's Pizza Man Dan! It's the man himself."
Dude, that is straight out of a movie. I need to see this guy.
Yeah,
That's a local legend.
yeah, it was good
Pizza
pizza
Man
too.
Dan.
Good pizza. I
Yeah,
approve.
that's why I liked the place I worked at because it was like the step above the Domino's and like it was like where
Yeah,
all the wealthy neighborhoods would order from was us. So we had like the best clientele. We had the best customer
yeah.
base. Like
Get
the
the big
Papa John's.
tips.
My friends at Papa John's, they were delivery guys for Papa John's, and they're always jealous. They're like, "Man, I got like $2.85 from this old grandma that could barely even like pick the pizza up. Like, and she took like 3 minutes to answer the door." And I was like, "Oh, I just handed a pizza over the fence, and the guy slapped me a 20 at this gated neighborhood." So that's my life. And like they always hated me because I would work 2.5 hour shifts and make the same money that they made in 5.
Dude, I mean
So
that's like me in the military because I would talk to the Navy guys there at the base, and I mean they would just be talking about, yeah, man, like it's like 7 in the morning till 5 at night sometimes, and like we'll get our lunch break cut and stuff, and I'm like, bro, we work like 7 to 1. Like we don't even we just go eat. We don't have to ask for a break or nothing. Um, but because the Coast Guard is just kind of they're like the redheaded stepchild. They're like the same size as the New York City Police Department. So it's like more responsibility, more laid back,
that's crazy.
same pay.
Wow. Yeah, that sounds like the best way to go for the military.
Yeah,
Coast
man. I
Guard.
mean, I did helicopter search and rescue, so it was pretty badass, but it was hard work, stressful, but
I
I had
saw
fun.
you on the lines coming from the heli.
So I
That
wasn't
one
the guy who
video.
went. See, that's the thing. Everybody's like, "You were a rescue sword." I was like, "No, dude, I was the guy who kicked the dude out the door."
Oh, dude, I totally had that video making me think that you were on the line, just like getting flown around.
I'm just over here jumping out of helicopters. Now I'm a streamer.
Dude, I see the helmet there behind you. I'm like, was that the one he's diving out of choppers with? Jeez.
Yeah, totally. Um,
And that's the real chopper right there too.
yeah, those are the
That's the real
helicopters that flew
that's
us.
life
Yeah,
size.
yeah, that's one of
I
them
mean
right
that
there.
according to
Stole it on the way
the
out.
TikTok comments, that should fit you, right? That helicopter. So are you supposed to
Bro,
be is it supposed to be a myth about how tall you are?
what are you
Is
talking
that the
about?
meme? Aren't you 6'2"?
I'm 6'2 3/4. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
This is just all big furniture, specially ordered.
Dude, I get it. The camera angles, people don't understand. I'm 7'3", and
Yeah,
when I stand up, I'm 8 foot.
yeah,
So
it's an illusion.
people are obsessed with height. Like, I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I haven't measured myself in a while, guys. Let's just call it an even 6.
Bro, I had the guy who he like figures out ways he'll like take I thought he was gonna when I saw that he did the video, I thought he was gonna like take my G Fuel and like when I was holding it in my hands and use that to measure me. But he ended up using because I was living in LA and then I went to Texas to visit my sister and the door here, so he used the standard door size to figure out how tall I was exactly. And I was like, nah, dude, in New Mexico we got bigger doors. But
What did he end up
dude,
calculating your height as?
he'll still comment on stuff and be like, I figured it out, man. Stop lying, like joking, but like
Dude, that guy's insane. Is it it's the
there's
same
a
kid
couple
that
of them.
does? Oh, there's a couple of them. Okay, because I've
Yeah,
seen one younger kid.
yeah, it was the main guy's assistant. Apparently, is what they call him.
Wait, the height guy has an
The high guy
assistant?
has an assistant. I wasn't popular enough for the big guy.
Is there like a height, like a calculation offices, like a format? They have like sheets on everybody, bro. They've got documents, like the government. They're
Yeah,
working with the government. They're like, look, we need to calculate these heights.
they have a height
Like we need
database.
to know. We need to know because if there's ever some crimes from TikTok, and we can identify the perp, we do the height. Like, what are they
Yeah,
getting these heights for, man? They're crazy.
yeah, yeah. It's
I mean, it's just
2021. We're using height now to identify criminals.
yeah. That's apparently it's the new wave. I mean, Stan Man would be caught right away.
Dude, I
He's
think I might be shorter than him. I don't. How tall is Stan Man?
3'4".
Okay, never mind.
No, he's like I'm pretty sure he's like 5'7".
Yeah, I'm 5'3",
5'6".
dude.
You can just tell he's not a tall guy, but I don't think he's
Yeah,
like a certified like small guy. Like I don't think he's like a
yeah.
dwarf or whatever, which is whatever.
Certified
Peter Dinklage,
dwarf.
Peter Dinklage, bro, one of the best actors of all time, and he's a small guy,
Yeah,
but I don't know.
I mean, there's Wee
Stan,
Man. I guess had a pretty good career.
Weed Man.
Right? Wee Man.
Oh, Wee Man.
Yeah, from
Yes. Oh well,
Jackass. Can't
I
forget
mean, he
about
got
him.
launched. He was just like a human cannonball for that show.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
They
I
would
guess
just
that's
throw him at stuff.
put him in a shopping cart, run him down the fucking tallest hill in San Fran or something. Like, I feel bad for those guys, but they liked it. I don't know. Bam Margera got canceled off the most recent production of the newest Jackass, apparently. So he's like
How did those
boycotting it.
guys get canceled? Like how you know what I mean? Like
Dude,
they do like they must have to do something way over the top.
I'm pretty sure that it's never going to be the same anymore because of like the new era of woke,
Yeah,
like
I don't think
Jackass.
so either.
Well, they better be like making fun of the woke stuff in this new Jackass. I don't know if it's actually coming out, but I've heard that Bam Margera is boycotting it because he got kicked off. So I'm like, dude, didn't you start it? Wasn't him in Knoxville or something? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if Steve-O's seems like Steve-O's kind of stepped away and become more serious. Like he just kind of like tells
Oh, I
stories and
met
stuff.
him. I met Steve-O.
Yeah,
But like not like me trying to meet him. Like
like you just ran into him in LA.
well no, he's actually he's a Mormon now and he came to my door.
Bro,
No, he didn't. What
I was
happened
like,
was
you had me, dude, until you said that.
no, I just wanted to see if I could make you bite. No, he was at a Mexican restaurant um across the street from this other restaurant that I was at. And we went ate at the restaurant, the first one, and then we went across the street, got drinks at the Mexican place for some reason. And Steve-O was just like leaving at the same time we were leaving. And my friend and I are like big, like kind of Steve-O fans, I guess. Well, he's more of a Steve-O fan than me, but we kind of grew up with that whole gang watching those guys. And so we're like, Steve-O? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, you want a photo? And we're like, sure, bro. Like, we didn't even like, we weren't trying to be like fanboying, but he was like, all right, let's get a photo. Like, he kind of initiated it. So he was really
Seems cool.
like one of the nicest guys about, I would expect like him to be like, yeah, guys, I'm with my family, like, and no, but he was like, take a photo. Like, I think we were all kind of drunk too. And so,
Yeah,
somewhere I have a photo of Steve-O. I got to text a friend for it. But I don't have it saved.
I met Papa
But
John's,
D Papa,
the Papa, and I
where
don't know.
was he? He seems like he has some rage issues. I don't know.
Dude, I swear, dude, he was coming off of something. Cause like we were standing getting the picture, and he's just like, like I'm like, bro, what, like, and then he just like ran and topped into a limo and took off. This was in Louisville, Kentucky. I was there for like some, like big church convention thing. When I was in high school.
He's hiding something, bro. What secret ingredient are they putting in the pizza these days?
I don't know, man.
He had to retire though. He didn't. He's no longer the
I think
CEO.
he got forced to retire.
I think he was on too many perks, bro.
You heard what happened, right?
No, what was the actual
Bro,
situation?
he said the N word in a phone call, like a conference call or something, and so they
He was in the
made him
first
step
band.
down.
He was one of the first band waves from the new
And
woke era.
then he just became a meme, dude, because he I guess they were saying like what have you been doing since you had to step down, and he's like, I've tried 34 of these pizzas, and like, he's like he's all sweaty and like gross. He's like, I've had 34 pizzas. I'm telling you, the quality's going down since I've stepped down. It's like, bro, everybody's just making fun of him, like he's just eating pizza all day.
I wonder how do you become a pizza empire mogul? That's crazy. Like, that doesn't even none of that shit like makes any sense. How does that even start, man? Like,
I don't know.
I'm trying to just make a simple gaming brand, like a content creator brand, or I
Yeah.
had an e-commerce. Well, I still have an e-commerce brand where we sell products. I'm just like, where do you go? Like, how do you get to that level
What do you guys
of
sell?
we sell wallets. We have a brand called Banker,
Oh,
and I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if
have
you've
to get
heard
a
of
wallet.
Ridge Wallet.
Yeah. Are they
I'll
like
look you up.
that?
So they're very similar to Ridge, not the same design, but similar kind of
It's got like the
money.
protection and stuff for your cards and
Yeah, the RFID protected card holder. So we sell those. We did a lot of sales, and we still make sales every day, but not at the height that we used to, because Facebook ads got way saturated,
yeah.
and like the CPMS just went to the roof. And that's when I started the gaming stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm done giving all my money to Facebook and getting screwed over. So I'm going to start a non-advertised business in entertainment, gaming entertainment. Because like, what, you just gotta have fun gaming, and you know, hopefully make some money on it. You know, nothing's guaranteed with the algorithms, and you know,
Yeah.
donation type income is, you know, up and down or whatever. So it's like kind of a wild ride, but you're not spending that much money to make the money, which is awesome.
Yeah. Um yeah, no, Pizza Empire. I'll have to get Pizza Man Dan on to talk about that. How do you start a pizza
Oh,
empire?
are you friends with Pizza Man Dan?
No.
You got him on speed dial.
He
He
seems
drives the
like the type of
Corvette.
person who would be like, "Oh yeah, I'll be on some show," like pull up in his
Shows up
Corvette.
outside.
Yeah. Bro,
Corvette,
this is just on
Corvette.
the internet. You don't have to actually show up here. I'm in my
He doesn't
bedroom.
know how this works. He's stuck in the 90s. He's on a
Yeah.
dial-up router.
He's going to drive like 20 hours from LA to New
I'm
Mexico.
here. I'm like, dude, I don't even have a second mic. What do you? You gotta get your own setup, bro. Sell some
We
more
just got to
pizzas.
sit right next to each other and take turns talking into the mic back and forth.
Pizza Man Dan, what do you have to say about that? Yeah, very awkward. Yeah, I would love to meet the guy though. I loved driving my Mustang. I totaled it though, in the rain.
Oh,
Or not totaled. It was undrivable after that because the axle was bent and like the wheel
yeah,
came off
that'll
and
do
stuff.
it.
But it wasn't like there was not much body damage, but besides the front right wheel, but undrivable. I spun out in the rain and
I've had that
hit
happen,
it.
dude, in my
I
Mustang.
just Yeah, the things are heavy and the momentum will just shift and you're out. You're just
Dude,
gone.
so I had a 2012 5.0, right? It's like
Oh
all
shit.
black,
Packing.
um, packing. Dude, I threw a Shelby GT 500 axle back on there. It purred. It purred, bro. That was the
He's definitely
extent to my car modification. I threw an axle back on it.
fire. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
have any
but
car mod. I didn't have any mods because my dad. It was kind of like a company car almost in a way
yeah.
because my dad works for Ford. He
Oh,
got the
okay.
hookup. That's how I was able to get
Yeah,
that car at such a young age. My dad would never be able to just. Well, actually, mom and dad make good money, so they probably would be able to buy me something like that, but they never would outright unless they had some sort of hookup on it because they're about providing, but like not spoiling all the way. Like
yeah.
they weren't gonna be buying me a Mercedes in high school, that kind of
That would
shit.
not be good.
I went to San Clemente High School though, so it
Okay.
was full of G wagons. You pull up, guys got a Maserati, a G wagon, a Mercedes AMG, uh, and then I pulled up in my like when I was actually in high school, I had like a '96 Jeep stick shift, like 2-wheel driver, like the base model of Jeep,
Yeah.
like basically a non-utilizable Jeep. Like it was only good for carrying shit. You couldn't really off road with it like I wanted to. And so all these kids had these cool lift kit trucks and Jeeps and AMG sports and crazy like Challenger decked out like muscle cars, and I'm just like pulling up in my little Jeep, and I'm like,
Uh,
I want to go to a poor high school so I could fit in. I wasn't even poor, but my parents were just like, here, you got a $2,500 car budget. Like what can you find on Craigslist?
yeah.
So whatever.
I drove a Ford Ranger in high school. That's what I
The
drove.
Ranger.
Yeah, I had
Okay.
well, we got an '03. It was like a family car, so it like wasn't actually mine. But my dad got an '03. We found some old man just had this '03 Ford Ranger in like pristine condition with like low miles on it. So like the first week, I'm literally driving it back from a swim meet, and I get hit head on by some chick from California with no driver's license, like not wearing a seatbelt or anything. Totally totaled the truck. but we were like me and my friend from the swim team were okay. But they gave my dad 10 grand for that car because of the condition it was in. So then my
Oh,
dad bought like an '06 with like these just 6 speakers in it, like, and then I was kind of balling a little bit for like the last year of high school with that truck. But
so you got another Ranger? Wait, so you totaled one and
so
got another?
so
What
that one got
happened?
totaled because of that chick, and then my dad found another one that was in pretty good shape. It was a little newer, and then I got an '08 that was actually mine once I got in the military, and then I traded that for the Mustang, and then now I had the Mustang for like 3 years, and then I was like, all right, I'm getting out of the military, I should probably make some better financial decisions, and I traded for a Corolla.
Yes,
So
that very very good. The mileage on a truck can't be good.
yeah, it
I
wasn't.
I,
It was
I know my
terrible.
Jeep mileage was like 13 average. Like that thing had, even though it wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't that powerful of a Jeep, but it just did not. It was just dog shit at the fuel economy. Like it was just like, can you at least give me one?
Yeah,
Like I didn't have power or economy. Like it was just really screwing me over.
dude.
Like
Yeah,
spending my whole Google AdSense paycheck from YouTube on gas,
yeah. Half a
like,
tank of
and Carl's
gas.
Jr. Yeah, I get like a half tank of gas and like a meal with a coupon at Carl's Jr. And I'm like, there's my like $60 AdSense check deposited into my mom's bank account when I'm 15 or 16.
Yeah. So that's one of my goals for this year is to get monetized on YouTube. You know, it's
Oh,
like
have you
another.
not have the you don't have the partner status yet?
No, I don't know. I think they just raised
Give you the
it.
4,000
Yeah,
hours,
yeah, and I think I'm around like 2,500. So
dude. I remember that. I was grinding. I was like, video every day until maybe I can slow it down a bit once I get this monetized thing, and
yeah,
because it was burning me out making a YouTube video every day because I
I
don't
can't.
reverse
Yeah,
boost. If you're not reverse boosting on COD, heads up, unless you are hacking, promise you, or reverse boosting, Call of Duty YouTube video to make like a high octane, like high kill show off gameplay. Dude, it will sometimes take me like 2-3 games to get, but a lot of the times I'm playing for an entire day. I'm talking like an 8-hour session of playing just to get that one gameplay. And sometimes it's not even the standard that I want it to be compared to the other YouTubers because I'm watching and I know the secrets. I know how they're doing it. I'm watching their videos and they're running through kids that can't even hip fire you. And I'm in these lobbies where I'm getting DMR'd across the map from a whole team of vultures that just have like Hawkeye status accuracy, and I'm constantly on the run doing supply runs to get my teammates back instead of actually going to get kills. And I'm like, if I'm spending half the game getting hunted and buying my team back, like there's no way I'm getting these
yeah,
high kill games. Where are these lobbies? So like I've tried reverse boosting once or twice. It didn't really work for me, but I finally like figured out a way to kind of do it, not a guarantee. And I was like, oh, this is how they do it. This is how they do it. They literally game the system to make the gameplay look better. And I don't really do that all the time, but if I get really stressed out, I've told my chat, I'm like, all right, we're bringing in the reverse booster. We have this homie that lives in Hawaii, and he doesn't get guaranteed bot lobbies, but what it does is, since there's some weird restriction on the amount of player base that Hawaii is compatible with or something, they don't the SBMM is like coded incorrectly for Hawaii a host, so it basically gives you a randomized lobby of anywhere in North America, and it could be Mexico as well. And so sometimes you'll get like a bronze lobby full of like foreign people,
yeah.
or sometimes you'll get like the hardest lobby in the world. So you never know what you're gonna get.
So it's a
So
gamble too, but
I'll play with him sometimes to get my mind off of like the absolute hell that I go through trying to play in my SBMM. Like it's just sad with the state of it, and I openly admit to it on my stream. I'm like, all right, guys, like this is what we're doing. Unlike other creators, they'll just like lie to you, and
yeah. The
so
other thing I've seen
yeah,
is like they've shown that if you buy stuff from the store a lot, like you get easier lobbies too, because they
I've
want you
seen
to
that
like
patent.
yeah.
So that's kind of shady, but
So like
it's just
you see these. Sorry, what?
no, go ahead.
You see I was gonna say you see these YouTubers that are like they're like, all right, like here's all the new stuff in the store, and they like buy it and show it. I'm like, that bro, I know what you're doing. It's that time of the month, bro. You're just buying
You're like,
everything
give
so you can
me,
get those
give me the
bot
lobbies,
lobbies.
dude. I need to buy more stuff apparently because every time someone plays with me, like my SBMM takes over. And everybody from my chat was like, they'll be like, "Oh, Stony, you're having a hard time, man. Get me in there, man. I'll carry you. I just got a 12 kill dub in Resurgence." And like, they get in my lobby, they land Superstore with me, get wiped, and lose the gulag. And I'm like, "What happened, man? What happened? You need me to get a supply run, bro? You need me to get a supply run? Okay." Like, it's so fun. It's literally the definition of the typical player from my chat. I'll carry you, bro. And then they get in my lobby and they get smashed. And I'm getting smashed in my lobbies too. Like, I'm not the hero or anything. And I'm just like, see, this is what it is, guys. SBMM at its finest.
Yeah.
And you go check that stat tracker lobby. And so there's the lobby rankings, right? Like the bronze, platinum, silver, diamond, or whatever. You look at some other these big, I'm not going to name names, but you look at other big Twitch streamers and you see like their lobbies get varied, or like you see like a couple bronze ones. All right, there's some diamonds. All right, platinum, silvers. Like, they're mixed up. Some of them. Some of the other ones, like myself, you go to my lobby history and it's like diamond 1, diamond 1, diamond 1, diamond 1, diamond 3, diamond 3, platinum 3, platinum 1, diamond 1, diamond 1,
So it
diamond 1.
actually ranks you like that?
Yeah, it
I didn't
ranks
know
it on
that.
the KDs of the people in your lobby.
Okay.
And so if you have on the lower end of the spectrum is the bronze KDs, and
Probably
you can
me.
feel it immediately when you're in one of these lobbies. Like I've played so much that people like to dismiss the fact of the lobby rankings. Like, it's just a myth. It's not a real stat. And I'm like, no, it's real. You can like, the way people are playing like is mentally different. Like, I can feel the mental game has changed when I get into some of these lobbies, because just fighting, I can fight a team 1v3 and like have a 50% win rate in some of these lobbies. And then in a diamond 1 strict, like, sweaty lobby, you cannot 1v3 because there's 3 of me versus 1 of me. It's guys that are as good as me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to. You see these guys, like these big creators, like 1v3, 1v4ing, do all these crazy movements. They're not 1v4ing 4 of themselves. I'm sorry, they're not. They're 1v4ing 25% of themselves times 4. So they're 1v4ing 4 players that each of those players has 25% of their skill. And so it's like, yeah, that makes sense. That's a fair fight almost. You know, still pretty crazy that you 1v4 or whatever, but you're not like you're I'm sorry. If there's I love Joe Woe and all those guys. And I'm not saying Joe Woe is reverse boosting or anything. He's probably a really cool creator that he's pretty authentic. So I believe in Joe Woe, but we'll just use Joe Woe as an example because he's got all the hype. A lot of times in the clips, the Joe Woes of the world are not 1v4ing other Joe Woes, because I promise you, you put one Joe Woe against 4 Joe Woes. The 4 Joe Woes are going to find a way to beat the 1 Joe Woe.
Yeah. They're
You
gonna
know what
do
I mean? Like,
something.
just do the math in your head. Like, how many times is a Joe Woe going to get out of the situation 1v4 versus himself? Probably
Yeah.
not likely, man. It's just obvious, you know.
Yeah.
And
No.
not to call Joe Woe out, he's just the name that I used. So he's a legit
Yeah.
guy.
Just an
Love that
example.
guy. Yeah.
No, the buying stuff though, that's legit too, for sure. Cause I'll literally have a match where I'm just like, guys, I'm getting my pee smashed over here. This is not fun. And then I'll after that match, we'll go in the lobby, and I'll be like, I don't know, guys, this Fafar skin is looking pretty sick, or something.
Yo, I'm gonna start. I need some COD points, baby. I need these lobbies right now. Like, I feel the urge too, bro. I feel the urge.
Yeah.
So, because I can't get the content that I need, and I can't have fun either,
Yeah.
because I'm literally trying to have like a good chat, talk to chat, maybe like
Mm-hmm.
do some funny gameplay, like, oh, we're gonna use a weird gun this game, and we're only gonna ride around in the Bertha. We're not gonna get out. Like, the floor is lava. We've been doing this like floor is lava game with Benjamins. You
Oh
know about
yeah,
Ben?
Benjamins. Yeah.
You should play with us.
He's a homie.
You should
I
play with us
should.
sometime. We do these like little challenges where like Ben grabs a Bertha and we never leave it. Like, it's our pirate ship. We call it pirate ship. Actually, it's the game mode, and we just have to stay in the pirate ship for the whole game and win the game in the pirate ship. And like, we're trying to do that in these sweat, Car 98K, FFAR, Mac 10, like sprinting, slide canceling, bounty
Yeah.
hunting lobbies where like a squad sees you in that car. They're grabbing the heli. They all have Strellas, and they're just gonna destroy you. Like, they're after you. Like, they're not typical players. They are sweaty freaks. And like, we're trying to do
Yeah.
these meme games, and it literally gets to the point where we're all losing our minds. And it's kind of fun in that way, but
Yeah. I'd be
it's
down.
super stressful. But it's fun.
Yeah, no, I did a tournament with Benjamins, And it was funny because I was just like on the back of a ATV, and he would just run him over, and I'd finish him. Like, and we just keep going. You know?
Yeah, dude. He'll be like, "All right, guys, I'm yoinking the ATV. I'll be right back." I'm like, "What?" And then you see on the feed, it's like
Yeah.
Benjamin squad wipe ATV. I'm like,
Yeah. He
he's
pulls
like, "You've
up,
been
beep,
jammed.
beep. Yeah.
You've been jammed." I'm like, "You got jammed?
Bro,
You got jammed on. Get jammed on."
dude,
It's the funniest thing,
dude.
dude.
I pop into his streams, and he's like, "All right, this guy's probably gonna jump down, and he'll just reverse and just run him over as they fall." And I'm just like, "Bro, this guy, it's on another
He's so
level.
good at
His driving
he's
skills."
so good. He's the underrated gamer
Yeah.
on the platform on TikTok too. His content is like, I see a
Yeah.
video that I'm like, this is the funniest COD video I've seen all day, and it
keep
has
telling
like
him.
5,000 likes.
Yeah.
I'm like, compared to like something that wasn't funny and like
I keep telling
clickbaity.
him he's gonna blow up eventually. He just has to keep doing
Oh,
it.
that's what I was like, dude. I was like, he had like 40 viewers or something like that, and I was like, dude, you need a couple zeros on that, bro.
His
Like,
his
I like.
green screen skills and everything, man. Like, he's just on another level.
I think that he's almost like funnier than like someone like Doc. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, Doc is really cool, but this Ben can do something I think that not everybody can do.
Yeah. No, I had him on the podcast, and he told me that like some of his clips will get stolen, and then people will accuse him of stealing clips that are legit his. You know.
Yeah, bro. People on
So
TikTok are the worst type of
ruthless, bro.
humans, man. I'm sorry, TikTok. I love 20% of you. The other 80%, you're actually morons. You can't even spell things right when you're hating. Like, you have no IQ, man, in those comments. Like, it's just jokes.
Your dog sheet. Yeah.
Your dog sheet, man. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Or they'll try to sneak past the comment filters and put like, "You're a virgin," but with ones.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
bro, you being slick? You being slick, Mr. V1 Urgin? Like,
Now they always, they're like, "Bro, why is your sister in your videos so much?" And I'm like, "It's not my sister."
yo, they've got some Sweet Home Alabama issues going on there,
For
man.
real.
You seen that meme on TikTok?
Yeah, where like it'll
pretty
be
bad.
yeah, and all of a sudden there's the guy with the guitar. Do 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 do.
We live in
do.
this.
Yeah,
We live in a step bro culture today. These days,
bro,
that's
it's out of
a
control.
internet meme, dude. If we had this, we never had step sis, step bro level memes when I was in school, man. Like when I was that age of these TikTok kids, they've got some issues work out with this next generation of weirdos because
Yeah, I see people wearing P-Hub shirts and beanies at the store now. I'm like, dude, it's just like there's no decency anymore, bro.
no, there's no hiding. There's no mask. There's no mask on it. It's just, well, there's masks now.
Oh, what?
You
want to say hi?
Little guy?
Oh, no? Bye.
See you, little man. Go make some non-caffeinated G Fuel
Yeah, some hydration.
hydration. What is that stuff? Is there like vitamin B in it? What's going on?
It's just electrolytes. Like I sometimes I drink it at night when I'm like all caffeined out, but water just isn't tasty enough, you know?
They need to make some. I had an idea for G Fuel about. They should make Dream Fuel, and it's like it's like
melatonin
it's like
and stuff.
Yeah, like a can. But instead of it's to wind you down.
Just have you in an endless cycle, bro, of just
because dude, I need it. I'm telling you, I need the wind down. There's a reason why I'm called Stony, if you understand that. There's some flowers that are growing in my room constantly. By that I mean Kush. I need some sort of like something to take away this energy that this stuff gives me because it's crazy, man. It's the cans especially.
Bro, double the caffeine in the cans, man. It's no joke.
The cans are just I need more, Eric, please.
Code Stony.
I also need Code Stony, please. I'm not part of an org, but I know you still want to give me one. Dream Fuel, they need to make it. And if they don't make it, I'll make Dream Fuel. And it can be
patent it and everything. You have
collab.
Your own thing.
And I'll make it look very similar to G Fuel.
Yeah. The logo looks almost the same. It's just D Fuel.
That font. D Fuel. Yes, D Fuel. I don't know if that would go against any copyright violations.
I mean, I tried what I talked to the lawyer about the Danny Dorito thing, and I was like, what if I just change the O to a 0? They're like, nope, they won't let that slide. And I'm like, damn.
Damn it. Yeah, D Field might come a little close. I don't know if
Yeah,
that. So there's some like sort of clause that says you can't be
probably.
that similar. Because otherwise
Yeah.
there'd be other fuel. I mean, there's Game Fuel though. Mountain Dew Game Fuel. It's crazy
Yeah,
because like
but I
you
mean,
think
you get the
G.
big ass
It's
Mountain Dew
crazy because
logo.
uh when I first heard of Game Fuel, I thought somebody was like mistakenly talking about G Fuel, and I was like, "What is this Game Fuel? Like you're a clown. You're calling it Game
Dude,
Fuel? You yeah."
it's so weak too. It only has like 90 milligrams of caffeine or something. Like, what is this stuff, man? It's like a whole can for 90, like a cup of coffee worth of caffeine.
Is it more sugar? Probably. I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's sugar in it too. I've been trying to find the sugar-free versions to try
It's like a
it for like a
glorified
video.
soda.
It tastes like snow cone juice.
It's like a
Like it's like
glorified soda, bro.
pretty much.
It's a glorified soda.
Yeah.
I just miss the Nemesis tea and the peach rings. I think
You like
mixing a
peach rings?
can, yeah, I think I like it.
There's not enough candy flavor for me in it. Like the powder's better
I
for
think
me.
that I want to try mixing the Nemesis can and the peach rings can to make peach tea.
That
You ever
would
thought
probably
about that?
work. That would probably work, yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna go on the TikTok account and be like, "Yo, Danny, mix that Nemesis with that young peach ring, G."
I don't have either of the cans right now though. I have refused to like buy anything until I get my care package because I don't know what they're gonna send me. You know, because
I have refused to buy anything. Period. I'm like, "Yo, send me more cans for free because I will waste an entire paycheck of Twitch on cans.
yeah, it's
I'll buy $1,000 in cans and it'll be gone in a month."
dude, just open a PO box. People will send you some.
Oh, I'm about to. I was supposed to go today, but this took over. I wanted to get some sleep instead of waking up at 7 and hating my entire life. So I was like, you know what? I'll just show up like slightly late to Danny's podcast
Bro,
and get some sleep.
I was like, I was in the middle of filming the G Fuel TikTok for today, and I was like, oh damn, like I thought I totally got the time wrong.
Nah, I thought that you were just like, you know what? He didn't reply to me before 9 p.m. on Twitter, so he probably chalked it. Cause like you had me on my stream, you texted me midstream, and my phone was either dead or live streaming on TikTok.
Yeah, I always forget. I'm like, damn, he's probably streaming right now. All right,
Yeah,
oh well, I sent it.
so I
But
replied at like fucking 1 a.m. or something, or
Daddy, it's
12.
still on. I'm here at like 2 in the morning.
Yes, I'm here. One time you replied to me like really quick at like 1:35 a.m. or something.
Yeah, I think I was about ready to go to bed. And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
he replied.
So glad I was able to actually make it because that's why I have double coffee because I only got like 4 hours of sleep. I tried to sleep last night and I just was watching Game of Thrones and I burned like 3 bowls or 4 bowls of weed and
Game of Thrones.
because it just helps me. It just puts me in this like calming state. Like
I mean, I guess it
it's
would put
just
me to sleep too after that last season, man. I just don't respect it anymore.
it's I got that disrespect as well, but then I got over that and just accepted the fact that that's how it is. And now I'm not gonna say that I'm a big fan of the final season, but I just kind of accept like I'm there for the atmosphere of the show now
Yeah.
more than like the content of the plot. I'm there just to like hang out with the characters almost, just like see the world. And I'm like now it's a brain off kind of thing. So I'll go to bed and I'm purposely trying to like just zone out into like maybe just take it scene for scene. Like I really liked. The episode that I was watching was the Viper versus the Mountain.
Oh, dude, that's
Um,
like one of the best fights, dude.
and so just watching like taking it on a scene by scene basis or just taking the character interactions in instead of kind of like trying to analyze how they fucked up the plot. I had to turn my brain off for it now. And it's kind of sad just going through the seasons. I know I'm getting closer and closer to the dog shit part. So that's kind of the sad part.
I think the reason why it disappoints me more is because I binged like the last 3 or 4 seasons in a rush to like be ready in time for the last season. And so like here I am like devoting all this time to making sure I'm like done in time, and then it was just like trash, you know, plot wise. But yeah. I don't know. And the
I
other
think,
thing is like I only have so much time for shows now, so it's like I have to be really smart, you know, about what we're watching.
yeah, I watch shows on stream sometimes with the viewers and stuff. Like I don't stream it, but the reason why I liked Game of Thrones a lot because of the cultural part of it. Uh, like you kind of miss that hype of like the whole world being like focused on something like that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's happened. I don't think that's happened again. What was the recent show? What was the recent show?
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian was like that kind of resurgence of that
Yeah.
feeling where people are like the Luke Skywalker episode. Spoiler alerts if you're not.
If you haven't
They're
watched it yet,
man,
what's wrong with you?
yeah, you're not a fan. Uh, but that's the fandom effect of the
Yeah.
Game of Thrones was what really, even though it was bad ending, I still look back and I'm like, had a lot of fun being a fan of that. I don't care if
Yeah.
it was bad at the end. I had a lot of fun being a fan. Yes, if you were doing the binge just to like kind of get that satisfaction, that kind of sucks. I was like already like caught up, and I kind of rewatched, I kind of re-binged it, kind of like you did, but I was already in the loop, so I already been dedicated, and I didn't have to like go extra mile like you did to catch up at the last minute. That kind of does blow. You got real hyped real quick on
Yeah.
those, and then you just got shit on at the end. So,
Yeah.
but the fandom effect, and like the community effect of being a part of that show is super cool. We had a watch party with like a predictions, like pool and all this stuff where people won cash and stuff. So it was like a Super
That's
Bowl
cool.
party kind of thing. And now that's kind of coming back. Marvel's kind of doing that with their movies, and they've done that. They've had that effect with their movies. Like my most fond memory is like Infinity War and Endgame in the theater. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. No,
like
that was something else, man.
coming from all the way from Avengers 1, where my jaw was on the floor for like the second half of that movie, of almost the whole movie, and then maintaining and building that hype and delivering on that hype all the way up to Infinity War and Endgame. Thank God before the theaters closed,
Oh yeah,
because
that's
that shit
true.
was
Because that
amazing.
was what they all closed like what 6 months later.
Yeah, like right after the Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Ugh.
Um,
Rise of
that Rise of
Skywalker, bro.
Skywalker was the last like theater experience that I
Yeah.
had. Imagine it's
Yeah. It's gonna be wild.
imagine you tell yourself in like 2012 that like, all right, 2020, the last movie you're gonna see is gonna be Star Wars, and it's dog shit. And then
Bro.
no good movies come out since then.
I got into a huge fight with my community because we were doing like the tier list for the Star Wars movies, and the first thing I did was like, "All right, we're just gonna take this, we're gonna make an F tier, and we're gonna put Rise of Skywalker right there." And everybody was like,
Oh,
"No, it's the best movie ever." I'm like, "Bro, you got some
what?
issues."
Dog, I'll maybe take Phantom Menace over it.
I would say so. I definitely would rather rewatch Phantom Menace than Rise of Skywalker.
It's close. It's
I'll take a
close. I
Jar
mean,
Jar movie over
I'll
Rise of
take a Jar
Skywalker.
Jar spin-off series on Crackle. Not even Netflix.
Crackle.
An unofficial knockoff Jar Jar series called Barbar Binks or Barbar Jinx. That would be better than whatever they shit out from Rise. Like that movie just the thing is it's nice to look at, so it's a good movie to just take an edible and laugh at.
Yeah, I mean, it had a
If
couple
that's what
moments that I was like, "Oh, that was kind of cool." Like when she like blows up the ship by accident and stuff like that. But the whole movie, like, I kept turning to my fiance and I was like, "This is like, I can't believe they really just did that." Like, I'm like, Palpatine's back. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell?
it's somehow Palpatine returned.
As a
And like you can
zombie.
see the fucking pain on Oscar Isaac's face as he delivers the line. Like you can see on Oscar Isaac's face how much pain he is in, knowing that that line is going to go down in history as one of the most dog shit plot explanations ever. The camera is like they're in this little campsite on that one
Yeah.
stupid planet, the training planet, where one of the parts of her training is grabbing a tie off, like grabbing a little rope off of a tree. Like you're telling me that your Jedi training consists of jumping over a log and like grabbing a freaking, I don't even want to get
And
into
then she
that part of
blows
it.
up a ship by accident. Like,
Yeah, clearly your training did not pay off, whatever was going on. And they're like, they're doing that classic like pan through the crowd of like plot exposition. Each character gives like one little sentence, and like the J.J. Abrams like friend from Lost, like that actor who played Pippin in Lord of the
yeah.
Rings, I think.
Yeah, I forgot his name, but I know who you're talking about.
He's like secrets only the Sith knew. okay, well, what are the secrets? Like, can we figure out what happened? And then he's
Yeah.
like, Oscar's like, somehow he returned. That's the explanation. It's secrets of the Sith. Somehow he returned. Like, that's all you're gonna give us.
Dude,
Really
what pissed
cool.
me off was like right at the beginning of the movie, like right from the beginning, like she's got she's got Luke's lightsaber back, right? And I'm just like, I guess it was Anakin's, right? Because it's the blue one. Um, but I'm like, didn't that get like split in half the last movie at the end? Like, how does she have that back? And then like I go online, and everybody's like, oh, there's gonna be a book that explains it, and I'm like, bro, if I gotta read an entire book just for a little plot point like that, this is some lazy ass kindergarten writing, bro.
They're trying to like upsell me on a fucking movie. Like, what? You're not trying to no way you're trying to upsell me on a dog shit comic book to a movie that I didn't even care about in the first place. Although the funny part is I cared a lot. I was like super, like I just kind of threw myself into movies like for the past few years, like franchises and stuff, to
Yeah.
kind of escape, get away from all the nonsense. And so I was really riding on like, all right, they gotta finish this. They gotta finish the trilogy strong. Like JJ's
Yeah.
coming back. You know,
JJ's back. He's gonna fix
I
it.
dug
Yeah.
Force Awakens as much as that flaws. I actually liked that one better than all the other ones. And I was like, he's back. He's got full reign. He's just gonna go balls to the wall. Everything's gonna be crazy. Lando's back. You know, shit's happening. Maybe Luke's coming back somehow. Like, you know, and I was like, so that was the movie that I threw so much hope into, and it just the letdown was the biggest like I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like it
Hmm.
was the Batman versus Superman level of disappointment. I don't know if you got hyped for that movie.
So I did get hyped, but at the same time, like I remember seeing like the press interview like before the movie came out, and Ben Affleck's just sitting there like he's on
So you read
antidepressants, and
into
I'm just
that
like, oh,
easily,
bro, it must be bad. And then I went and saw
dude.
it. I like the only thing I liked about Batman versus Superman was the Batman parts. Like when he's in the warehouse whooping ass, I was like, this is what I want, you know. But
Dude, I knew from the beginning. They like I went to the a little bit of film school kind of stuff in
mhm.
college, and like the first thing my guy taught me, he was a really cool professor for film. He was like, you got one first impression for your character. Make it badass. Make it meaningful. Like you get that one hero shot to establish them. What's going to be your take? What's going to be how are you going to lay it on them? And like so, I always think about that. And then, uh, freaking, what's his name? Zack Snyder, Batman vs Superman. His first impression of Batman in that film is to give you like a half-second glimpse of a CGI rubber-looking bat crouching in the corner of the top of the room like a spider almost. Like he and then the police gun shoots a shotgun at him and he like dodges the shotgun and like flies out of the room. But it's clearly like CGI rubber Batman. And
Yeah.
like I was like because that scene was hype because they were like going through the house and it was like horror film. I was like, something crazy is gonna happen with Batman here. The cop accidentally almost shoots his buddy cop and then shoots at Batman and Batman escapes. And I was like, that the first look at the new Batman, that's deep. You don't see Batman again for
Yeah.
like another 30 minutes or something.
Yeah.
And
It's just him in his
I
mansion
was
all
like,
depressed.
Batman versus Superman. The first scene of Batman is pure dog shit, and there's no like character development from it other than he's mysterious and scary. And it was CG. It wasn't even, we didn't get a look at like, whoa, the new suit. Whoa, he's kicking ass. Like, put that warehouse scene fucking first. Like, or
Yeah.
something like that. You know, open it up
Yes,
like Dark Knight style where the Joker's being a badass in the first scene because that he
bro.
was the main focus of that movie.
I
You
think that
know?
was the only time I got excited that whole movie was that warehouse scene. And it even made me forget how stupid it was that he was going there because, you know, all of a sudden he realized, oh, his mom's name
Martha.
is the same. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, dude. Uh,
Martha.
do you care at all about the Schneider cut of Justice League that's coming out?
The Snyder cult. They're strong. They're strong. They really antagonized the world for that movie to come out
I'm
because
pretty sure they were just like, oh, we can make some more money. We can promote HBO Max this way. Let's do it.
exactly, they finally found a reason to give the fans that Snyder cut, which was like
Mm-hmm.
a monetary thing, and it was actually AT&T that owns them. That Warner Brothers wanted to just get rid of that all that era of shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, Wonder Woman's the only thing we're keeping. Everything Aquaman, maybe we're keeping that, and everything else can get the fuck out. Even the Flash, they're kind of like not really doing anymore. or they
Yeah.
are. I don't know enough about
I
that.
don't know, dude.
AT&T was like, no, Warner Brothers, we want money, so you're actually going to give Zach 150 million or some crazy shit to finish the
Yeah, some
project.
crazy amount.
They gave him a lot of money to finish it.
Yeah.
Like he's doing all new CG for the villains, all new scenes, new Joker scenes.
I think it's gonna suck. I'll go ahead
It's
and
gonna
bet. I
be.
think it's gonna
I think it's
suck.
gonna be slightly more entertaining because of all the like the extra shit, but it's not gonna be good.
No.
It's gonna be fun to like pick out like, oh, that's new. Holy shit. Okay, whoa, they added that, but like it's not gonna be like now it's Inception level movie. Like no, it's not.
I do
Not
think it's gonna be like completely different. It's gonna be all dark tone and like saturated colors or whatever you want to call it. You know, his
desaturated.
style,
Yeah.
desaturated, yeah. Um, but I personally I've never cared for Zack Snyder. Like I liked Man of Steel, but I think the only reason why I liked it is because Christopher Nolan wrote it. You know,
Yeah.
so it's the only reason why
Man of
there's like a
Steel is
decent
actually
plot.
underrated, but also at the time I like heavily disliked that movie like when it came out. And then I go back and watch it and I'm like, oh, it's not that bad actually. But dude, that movie was also a CG fest
Mm-hmm.
of
Yep.
just building explosions and like rubber people flying around. Still good though. Better than all the other movies besides Wonder Woman, potentially. Although I go back and watch Wonder Woman again some here and there, and I'm like,
I watched
it's
it. I watched it
good.
again. My fiance hadn't seen it, so we watched that because we made a TikTok out of it. We watched that, and it actually hyped me up a little bit. I was like, all right, yeah, I remember this movie's decent, you know. And then we watched the second one, and I was just like, it sucked.
The
Like I
second
just,
one is so bad, bro. It's so bad. I
what's
can't
worse,
believe it.
Wonder Woman 2? I think Rise of Skywalker's worse.
I
Definitely
think
worse.
I think
I
Rise of Skywalker looks 10 times better than Wonder Woman
definitely
2.
looks better, but
I would rather watch Rise than Wonder Woman 2. Rise has more variety of like scenes going on. Wonder Woman 2 feels claustrophobic and like weird. It doesn't feel like that fight scene with the cheetah girl at the end was
oh
like
my
so dark.
god,
You
dude.
could barely see what was going on because they didn't want to reveal the CG how bad it was, so
Yeah,
they
they were
put it in the
trying to
dark.
hide it. That's so stupid, man.
And like she was like swinging on wires. Like I don't know. It reminded me of like the scene from Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield, Amazing Spider-Man 2, um, Electro, when it was like uh he was playing the
Itsy
Itsy
Bitsy
Bitsy
Spider,
Spider
yeah.
tune using like the electrical towers. I'm like, how is this? What's the
I don't know,
logistics
man.
of this?
We're talking about a movie where electricity fused the dude's teeth gap together. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure. Yeah.
that dude, that's how it works though in real life. That's how I fix my teeth. I just
Just electrocuted
electrocuted
yourself.
myself.
Makes
I've dropped
sense.
a hair dryer into the sink and just put my hand in there.
Saved you a
Now,
dental bill.
yeah, Bentist knows.
Have you met Bentis at all? I haven't. Everybody keeps saying that I
He
should
like
reach
rated
out
me
to him.
once, and he'll like sometimes comment on my tweets or whatever. But
I know him
he
and
just seems a
Jordy.
little too big for. It's like funny because like people always tell me like, dude, you're like the biggest COD TikToker. Like you're like my COD idol. Like you're so huge, bro. Like I finally get to meet a famous person. Like I these are legitimate comments that I receive sometimes, not all the time, but and then I'm like, I'm looking at like even like guys like Lucci or Sally, who I used to have double the followers of Lucci at one point, low key, low flex. But I look at those guys and like Bentist, especially Bentist, who has like 2 mil or something, or 2 accounts with multiple millions, and like I'm like, dude, I'm nowhere near. Like, there's a whole another echelon. So if people consider me like top tier, top dog, like what the hell? Like,
Does
there's a
Bentis
whole
only do Warzone?
for gaming. I think he does like Among Us here and there, and like little random games and party games,
I
and then he does Warzone.
I could not get into Among Us. Like it was
Oh,
fun for a little bit, but
biggest
I
hype
just
train, biggest like fake hype train. Like the only reason it succeeded is because it allows non-competitive, like non-sweats to and like personalities to come together. Like all the
yeah.
Valkyries and Courage JDs. Well, Courage is a sweat, but also he's becoming more of like a family entertainer type of guy. Um, and so it allows all these personalities to come together and like do their whole charade, their whole shebang of calling people out and like the whole drama. Like it's just
Yeah.
it's for like the little kids that are fanboying out over all these creators collab. Like I feel like that's the only reason why it got hyped, because the game itself is, I'm gonna say it, the game itself is just dog shit. I hate that game. Me and Dr.
It's very
Disrespect share one.
repetitive.
we share one opinion, and that is Among Us is dog.
Yeah.
Hate that.
I mean, if it's like Fall Guys. I had fun with Fall Guys for like
Although
5 minutes.
I would play Fall Guys
I would
10
definitely
times
play Fall Guys over that. Yeah.
over Among Us. I hate the whole like petty nature of Among Us, and like the the game just isn't exciting. Just the actual gameplay of it, like, and like the whole, like, I see people's Among Us clips going viral, and I'm like, how is this viral? I'm sorry, but like, you calling out the wrong imposter and then like getting shit talked by the rest of your team, like, I don't find that fun. I don't know. Just weird shit goes viral, and I don't understand it.
For me, like I would play with like Bad Beer Gamer and some of those people, and for me it was like I was just trying to get the most ridiculous like out in the open kills, like in front of everybody, and not get noticed. So like sometimes that would work, and then sometimes it'd be like, all right, he's the imposter, and boom, I get shot out into space, you know. But I had a couple good moments, but other than that, my issue was I spent a lot of time trying to learn the first map, and then all of a sudden everybody got tired of that map, so I didn't know the other two maps, and I was just like, man, I don't want to play this.
I'm not gonna learn the maps in Among Us. That sounds horrendously bad.
I knew it was gonna
Sounds
die, you know, not too long after that too. So I was like, it's just not worth my time.
Courage put out a poll on Twitter. He was like, guys, I'm at a crisis. My Among Us videos aren't being watched anymore on YouTube. What should I do? And like the poll had like several options. I was like, my guy, you don't need a poll to see what's going on here. Like, Among Us is gonna die. Like, you don't need to make your whole career around Among Us, man. Please, we're tired of it. Like, it's clear, bro. The analytics don't lie. No one wants to watch the same Among Us video 10 times. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. The content is just. I guess you can get people like AOC, the celebrity celebrity politician, to play it, and then it has a spike in popularity because you can get people that are non-gamers to play it and have a good time with the other gamers. So it brings kind of an even playing field to the gaming. It's the opposite of Rocket League, where the skill gap is not there.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Rocket League players are probably the farthest thing from Among Us players that you could probably find. So that's why it's got the hype. I'm waiting for like another Mario Party game to come out. Have you tried Pummel Party?
I've not.
You got to hop on that one time. We play it on Fridays. If you're ever up late on a Friday, stop by and get that game on Steam. It's like basically a slightly more hardcore version of Mario Party.
Okay.
And it's got like mini games and stuff. I don't know, nothing will ever come close to the original N64 Mario Party.
Probably not.
Gaming origins right there.
Did you try Phasmophobia when that was like a thing?
My mods have been trying to get me to play it. And I'm just so hesitant of playing any game that's not COD because of this partner push that I'm on. As soon as I turn off COD, it's like there goes 50% of people. And, it's just
that's honestly why I tried to make sure that I never like stuck to one game heavily. Like as soon as I was like, you know what, I'm playing COD too much and started playing other stuff that people suggested, I feel like that's when it kind of got consistent, you know? Like I can pretty much play anything or try anything. So
I've railed myself into the COD corner, and I've reserved like late nights with like the small crowd for like other games like Pummel Party or maybe Minecraft or whatever. Portal 2. I play Portal 2 occasionally.
Yeah, you should do what you do with the COD loadouts and like transfer it over to like Apex or something. Like,
dude, I just like game knowledge on that. Like, I got to get the game knowledge up. I have to study the game. Like COD has come naturally over time of me ingesting all this knowledge. And so it's not like I'm studying the game constantly. I just already have this knowledge base and I'm already caught up. So I don't have to like learn much new stuff. Apex, I'm a walking moron in that game. Just no clue what I'm doing. Just sliding down hills like I'm on a roller coaster.
Well, let me know if you ever want to play Rainbow, man. I'll definitely hop in some Rainbow with you if you want to try it out. It's definitely a different pace, man.
Rainbow, yeah, it's more tactical and more like analytical game, more chess style.
You have to talk to each other. I get so pissed when I'm like, bro, what happened to the bikes?
I'm a big comms guy. I always blame my teammates in Warzone. I'm like, you silent pushed a guy in the hill 1v3 and then
nobody's
you're yelling at us. Yeah, it's fucking trash. You ever play Portal 2?
Long time, I say a long time ago, but it was like 2 years ago. Like when I first got my PC, because I was an Xbox player for the longest time. I got all like the Valve games, you know. So I played it. I don't know if I ever beat that one. I know I beat the first one,
Yeah.
but Portal 2's fun.
I play that on. That's like a fun puzzle game that I play on stream, but it's so hard. Some of the custom puzzles for the multiplayer
Oh man, I
maps
can't
are
imagine.
so like ridiculously constructed that sometimes I'm sitting there for 45 minutes without making any moves. I'm like, all right, chat, let's get a blueprint going. Like, we have a open door over there. We have white slime here. And we have a cube over here. Like, what can we do? And we're sitting there for like 45 minutes asking the chat, like, can someone? And we finally break, and we're like, all right, Google, how do we solve this? I'm like, what's the point of playing? Like, so sometimes
Yeah,
I get over that game because of how hard it is sometimes because I'm like end up just following a walkthrough. It's kind of how
yeah.
Zelda was for me. You ever play Zelda?
I've never played Zelda.
That's a walkthrough game for sure. Like unless
Yeah,
you're like 500 IQ and you just know the game. Like,
I guess Resident Evil is probably the thing that I could compare to with that.
is that a
Like you,
walkthrough style game where you need the walkthroughs?
sometimes you'll get stuck. You'll be like, damn it! Like no matter what I do, this tentacle monster just like comes out and kills me every time, you know. And so like you have to like figure out how to like flood the thing so that he can't come out or something like that, you know. But
Yeah,
the
I haven't played one of those walkthrough style games in a while because I've just been too focused on the multiplayer. But I loved Fallen Order.
Fallen Order,
That was the last campaign game I like dove into.
Fallen Order, and Red Dead 2, I feel like were the two games that I kind of like. I
Oh shit,
missed the hype around
forgotten
those.
game. You missed the hype around those,
Yeah, I
dude.
didn't. I wasn't like serious about streaming yet, and then like
If you ever need to like really unwind, just like get a drink or something and just off stream play Red Dead 2, bro. Really fun atmosphere of like especially the first like it kind of gets boring after like the second you get towards like 50-60% completion. You start to realize like kind of the repetitive nature of it. But when you're first busting into that game, man, I went to a cabin in the woods and brought my console and stuff with my cousin on the release night
yeah,
of that game, and we just played it for like 4 days straight. And it, dude, that game is a really awesome
I
open
loved the
kind
first
of
one.
experience. Oh, you played the first? I didn't even play the first
Yeah.
one, and I went to the second one. Like,
Well, I guess that's not even the first one. I had my roommate back in LA told me, or not LA. So I lived in San Francisco, by the way. So I even know like a level above cost of living that's ridiculous. But
oh, fuck that shit.
dude, I lived in
San
like a
Fran,
400 square foot studio apartment
you lived in your bathroom.
for 2,200 a month, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Your kitchen and your bathroom was probably connected to your room, like
Yeah.
studio style. Like,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. And you paid how much was that?
2,200 a month.
That's
But I was getting housing allowance, so I was actually like banking $800. You
the
know.
loopholes. That was what was that from Coast Guard?
Yeah.
They like restation you to San Fran or something, or
So
like
that's where I
where?
was stationed, but I had to do deployments to LA, and I met people in the film industry, and I was like, "Screw this! I'm gonna get out and go do that because that's what I want to. I want to do something creative with
I
my
want to make
brain.
coffee for celebrities.
I want to go get Leonardo DiCaprio from his trailer and tell him it's his time to do his scene, you know." Um, but yeah, no, I love the atmosphere of LA and everything, and like I mean, it was funny, especially when Once Upon a Time in Hollywood had just come out, you know. So it's like, oh yeah, like we're in what's it called? Charles Manson territory over here, you know. But
Oh yeah,
um, yeah, no. As soon as I was like, babe, it's just too expensive here. If I'm not gonna work in the film industry, there's no reason to live here. So we're just like, all right, let's find a different place. We looked at Nevada, New Mexico, and Texas, and Nevada seems like it's going up in cost of living. And the problem with Texas is so many people are moving there that like a house in our price range that we would want to buy in like a year and a half, there's like 10 people competing for it. So it just didn't make sense to move to Texas.
Texas is getting overhyped. Now they froze over. Haha.
They're gonna bring
I
their
mean,
tax laws too. I guarantee you, they're gonna start taxing it and stuff like that over there too.
they probably need to if that many people are coming
Yeah,
and all that economy shift. Like, I want to get out. I had a film industry experience as well, where uh, I got hired onto like this makeshift reality show. Like, it was called Men of West Hollywood, and it was about like one of the main character or cast of the show. They're not playing characters. They're like actually just it's a reality show, like following them around for real.
yeah,
Stage scenarios like hosting parties that are purely just for the show, but like it's real people doing semi-real stuff. Like one of the main characters is this guy Justin, who's like this gay celebrity who is like he has like the world's most plastic surgeries, and like his biceps are fake, his traps are fake, his chest is fake, his lips are fake. I'm pretty sure his balls are fake. Like,
Bro.
like, and he's proud of it. Like, I mean, good for him to have that mentality of like do what you want. Like, no hate on
Yeah.
Justin. It's not my style. But he was nice, super nice. Like he was actually really nice to us, and he's got that like sassy attitude and stuff because that's his style. But he was pretty nice regardless of how he came off on the show for the
Yeah.
drama and stuff. But it just guys like that on the show, like male models, Calvin Klein models, Instagram influencers. One of these guys was like this kind of like shady businessman influencer, like 23-year-old like pop star looking guy, like the typical like influencer bullshit, but
Yeah.
like mixing all these models and business tycoons and plastic surgery icons. It was like this weird mix of like just I don't know, the oddity,
Craziness, man.
crazy weirdos of Hollywood, and the show went nowhere. I was originally hired as a sound guy to just hold the microphone and press record on the sets and stuff. And then they were like, "Well, we need another editor. Do you edit?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "All right, now you're editing." And then I like went from sound guy to assistant editor to like main editor within like 3 weeks, and I didn't get any pay raise, and I was like, "All right, I'm now like doing 3 jobs for you guys without getting 2-3 pay raises. So this
I'm
is
out.
shitty. I'm out." And then I immediately started making TikToks. And I made like I remember making like during the transition of getting out of that shitty film job to the TikTok side of things, I like made like 5 to 6 like viral TikToks, and I was like, I think my TikToks are gonna get more views than their show ever will. I'm out. And so I just quit. I was just like, you know what? I'm done. My little TikToks are gonna get more views than you guys ever will, sadly. So that I'm not wasting my time
It
anymore.
sounds like a
That was a great.
generic ass show too, man.
Oh yeah, Men
Like,
of West
yeah.
Hollywood, and like, dude, the plot lines of like the reality that was going on, like, was just absolute nonsense. Like, they went up to like Big Bear for like a party and then just had like fake drama at the party. Then they came back and went to like a yoga studio and did yoga for like 2 minutes.
Were they good at acting though? Like, were they able to like pull it off or?
Some of the conversations felt like pretty real, but like you like it's the same way when you're at a party and you can tell people are like forcing the conversation. Like there's still
Yeah,
those
I
are
got you.
real moments in real life. But that felt the show was like very accurately representing those kind of fake conversations, like forced bullshit. And so they were good at doing that. It felt like I was at a real life fake party, like one of those parties where you don't know people and you're just making bullshit combos. And so it kind of felt like that put into a show, which made me cringe when I watched it. And I had to
Yeah.
edit it. I had to make it look better than it was. And oh my God, sifting through hours of bullshit to just find like one
That
good line.
that was the one thing everybody that I talked to in the industry said. They're like, "Don't do reality TV. Like, you'll hate it, and it's super hard to jump from that to like back to regular TV and stuff because it's just
And
I
the
don't know,
editing is
man."
the worst. There's no it's very like shoot as much of this B-roll as you can and try to mix it in with these conversations and make a storyline out of nothing. And it's not like a Scorsese film where he has like, all right, OTS shot to a pan rise with then a wide cut to wide. Like it's not, you don't have a formula of how the
Yeah.
edit is going.
It's like, you
It's
stand over
all,
there. We're gonna have this conversation.
yeah, point 4 cameras at this convo and like somehow make it look funny in post. Like,
Oh
okay,
man.
sounds
Yeah. No,
not fun at all.
I one of my coworkers introduced me to a sound guy on he was working on the Fox studio a lot. So I got to go check that out for like a day, and it was on the set of Fresh Off the Boat, which I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah.
It's like I got to meet Randall Park, the guy who played Kim Jong Un and the Interview. That guy,
Oh yeah.
he's in the Marvel stuff now.
He's Agent Wu, right?
Yeah, he's what? What'd you say?
Isn't he Agent Wu? Jimmy
Yeah, I think
Agent
so.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
You
yeah.
think I said
He's in
Asian Wu?
WandaVision. Wait, it cut out, so I wasn't sure. I
Did he
was
just
like,
say
"What'd you
Asian
say?"
Woo? Well, he is Asian, but yeah, Agent Jimmy Woo.
Yeah,
He's a cool character. But
yeah.
did you
No,
get
he
to meet
seemed
that
like a
guy?
cool guy. But yeah, I that going to checking out that set, I was like, it definitely seemed that the thing was, though, is like, you go to those union sets and it's just completely different, you know. But it was like, if I can get a job on a union set, like that's the biggest deal ever. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna get out because I don't think I'll get another chance like that, especially if I get stationed on the other side of the country, you know.
Yeah, no
So,
shot. So my cousin
but
does union stuff, and my cousin produced. He like was a producer on that reality show, and now he also does like um talent management for like uh The Voice and like Mass Singer and stuff like that. So he'll be like hauling around Antonio Brown, or like he'll be like making sure Antonio Brown doesn't fuck around too much on the set.
yeah,
Gets to his like places at the right times and stuff, and then he'll coordinate set designs and stuff like that. Set director, art director for the sets and stuff. So
dude,
he's like all over the place.
there was a guy that I met while I was I was like, why are you in the military, dude? His brother and his uncle. Well, his uncle was the head of sound for Warner Brothers, and then which I think he retired now. But his brother was the guy that he was like one of the co-owners of the special effects like studio that does all the Clint Eastwood movies. Like Clint Eastwood just sticks with that one studio that does all the stuff. Like they made like some patented fan for like the Sandstorm and American Sniper and all kinds of
Jesus.
stuff. And I was just like, bro, why are you in the military?
Yeah, go do some cool
Like,
shit.
yeah, go do some shit with Clint Eastwood, dude. I would kill to do that. But
He's got the family ties. I mean, that's how I got a
it's
job
all
in Hollywood. Was
connections, dude.
my cousin. He's like, you edit. You're pretty good at that. You want to come do
Yeah.
sound? I was like, sound, I guess. He's like, maybe we'll get you an editing job after you do the sound.
I mean,
And so,
we'll see. I like once everything opens back up, I definitely want to go audition for some shitty little roles and stuff and see what happens. You know, I mean, I'm a short guy, so I don't think I'm gonna get cast in anything crazy. But I'm hoping that after like 50 or 100 times of auditioning, somebody be like, "Hey, you're that TikTok guy," or something.
dude, has
So,
that ever happened to you in real life yet?
dude, I got recognized at a Chipotle, CVS parking lot, Walmart. The thing is, though, is with the masks, they're always like afraid to come up because they're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
But then I see in the TikTok comments, I saw you at Walmart half an hour ago. And I'm like, oh, why didn't you come up and say hi? And they're like, well, the mask. So,
Dude, I got at a Starbucks, some guy goes, loadout guy.
loadout guy.
Yeah. Warzone guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? He's like, the glasses, bro. It's the glasses. Because I wear the like people think that like
Those are your
I'm just
actual glasses.
like
Yeah.
this is what I was wearing, like this is what I would wear to a party like prior to being on camera with this stuff. Like it's not,
Yeah.
I didn't think of like how can I make myself like, no, like yeah, I'm Stony Stark. It's kind of a play on words about Tony Stark and all that, but that was kind of like already my vibe, and my friends kind of referred to me as like Mr. Stark when I would show up at a party because of like how I carried myself and dressed and stuff. So I already had that kind of like air about me as a person, and I just kind of embraced it. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of a stoner a little bit, I'm not, I don't do it during the day really. It's kind of like a nighttime thing, but I'm kind of a stoner, I'm into the stoner culture kind of thing. But I'm also, pretty sharp, and I like being witty and dressing nice and stuff. And so I was like, I'm Stony Stark. I'm like a stoned Iron Man, and so I just embraced that as a meme. And then I actually changed my name to Stony Stark before I had content creation in mind. Like I was just on active. I was like, oh, you got a free name change, Activision ID. You
Stony
can do
Stark.
whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. No numbers. I don't need numbers to like have the unique name. Like because before you had to put all the X's and
Yeah.
all the names are taken. Activision IDs changed everything.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it, let's go Stony Stark, baby.
That's
And
cool, man.
people think it's a fake, like I just dress like this for the fake camera persona, and I'm like, no, this
I,
is me.
I,
I'm being me.
I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know if he dresses like this all the time. Like, this is legit just his style, or if it's just, like playing into like the persona of what you do when
It's
you make
kind of double.
content.
It's kind of like it played into it more because I know people like it now.
Yeah.
Like at first I was resistant of like I don't always wear this and stuff. Like I'll have sweatpants days and t-shirt, and you'll catch some of my earlier videos where I'm not all the way and I didn't realize that I wanted to be a persona or like a public figure. I just was like, let's make some cool TikToks. I didn't really think too deep about it. So I was in like sweatpants here and there with my hair all disheveled and like um, whatever in some of my earlier TikToks. But then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the coolest version of myself. What would I be like if I'm going to a party and I'm trying to meet new people and show people what I could, my full potential of, like, maximum effort. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna be on my shit at all times now. And so now I kind of just wear this all the time, even in public. Now I'm just like, this is gonna be who I am, I guess. I already had, that was already part of me, but now I just kind of embrace it more. So
Oh,
that's
that's
the
cool, man.
that's the behind the mythos.
Yeah, the Danny Dorito story is kind of not as exciting.
What happened? You just like looked at a Dorito bag and you're like, I like
I
these. I'm
was
Dan.
we were literally like chilling by a toolbox, working on a helicopter, and I'm eating a bag, one of those small bags of nacho cheese Doritos, and a couple of us were like streamers, or like we streamed, um, and I was like, man, I gotta change my name. Like the one I have, it just has like my last name in it. Like even if I ever, if I ever wanted to actually have viewers, like I definitely don't want to have my last name as my freaking Twitch
It's like
name.
some standard ass,
Yeah.
typical stuff.
So somebody was like, "Well, dude, just be Danny DeVito," because like I'm short, and I'm like, "Oh, come on, man." And then somebody's like, "No, dude, Danny Dorito," and so I just went with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what? That is better than Rise of Skywalker. That's the story. JJ, we have a new one for you.
Yeah.
Just don't hire Chris Terrio to write it because you'll botch it. But the Dorito origin story still better than X-Men Origins Wolverine, or I'm actually on the other side of that movie. Are you aware of the culture behind the culture's perspective on that movie?
No, I'm not.
Okay, it's the most hated Wolverine and X-Men movie of all time. Like people just bag. It's like the meme of the X-Men universe. X3 and Origins Wolverine. You've seen the one where Ryan Reynolds is actually in it as like a botched version of Deadpool.
And they sew his mouth shut. Yeah.
Yeah, Merc without a mouth, because he's like supposed to be the Merc with a mouth. So they hate that movie, and I'm on the other side of that movie. I actually can.
I
like
enjoy it. I could watch
I
it.
enjoy it.
It's like a guilty
Yeah,
pleasure. I get that.
I don't know. I enjoy that movie. Just Gambit. I liked Gambit in that movie. The card guy.
What's his face? Who played him? Can't think of his name.
He kind of looked like Hayden Christensen a little bit, but with the long hair. But it was like some actor that came and went. I don't think it's a guy that's still around.
I think the only other thing I saw him in was like True Detective. You watched that show?
Oh no, I'm not on that hype train.
You gotta watch the first season at least.
That's what I heard. I heard it. Don't go to the second season because it's all disappointment. So Game of Thrones round 2.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd still rather watch the other 2 seasons than last season of Game of Thrones. That's for damn sure. I will reserve no respect for that damn show, man.
I'm coming up on the last season. I'll be up on the last season, and if at this pace, I'll be back at the last season a couple days from now, and who knows, bro?
I think
I'll have a new perspective on it.
I think they shot themselves in the foot, man, because they have all these spin-offs planned and stuff. I think because of that, people are just not gonna. It's just nowhere near the hype.
The spin-offs are definitely not coming anymore. I don't think.
You don't think so? I think there's at
think
least one that got far enough in the works.
Okay,
that they're
one.
gonna do it.
I'll let one of them go, but any more than that, it's like the Ryan Johnson trilogy that was supposed to happen.
That's happening still.
It's still. Yeah. It's been on and off. It's like it's not happening. Oh wait, he's still working on it. Like they're like so coy about it. Just they don't understand. Most people like don't want it. So.
Well, I mean, they said that the Game of Thrones writers were supposed to write their own trilogy, right? And I think that got scrapped when Game of Thrones turned out to be poop.
They actually went from Star Wars to Netflix.
That's right.
The Star Wars contract, and now they have some Netflix. I think they're making some sort of original fantasy for Netflix.
Bro, I'm gonna get kicked off a set if I run into them over here at the Netflix studios.
Just shit talk them. Be like, yo, season 8.
Motherfuckers.
Never forget season 8 wasn't great. Okay.
Yeah.
They went on like a vacation when that season finale was out. Like they went like dark on Twitter and like stopped.
Oh, I bet they did. They knew it was coming.
They pulled a David Vonderhaar and went to the desert. Dude,
David Vonderhaar.
apparently getting roasted by Blame Truth. You know that guy, Blame Truth?
Yeah.
You ever heard of him? The what do we call this? He's like the captain of the anti-COD culture right now. He
Yeah.
just shits just every video. Him and like Nero Cinema are like just every video is like, oh no, Activision fucked up again. And I'm like, shit. I love you guys, but I've seen you guys making the same fuck Activision video for like 3 months
Yeah,
now.
it's definitely gotten like I don't
It's
get it. I
always like
see
SBMM, content.
I
Like,
see
man,
that, and then I see the people who are like, "Is COD good again? Like, is it? Did they save Cold War? Like,
yeah.
and it's like, bro, the game hasn't changed, man. They added League play. That's about it, you know."
One zombies map, league play, and
Oh,
some
bro,
weapons.
I was so let down by that zombies map too.
Dude, I didn't get any hype on it. I was going to play it on stream for like a sub Saturday or sub
Same
Sunday
here.
type of deal. And nobody was like hyping it, so I just never I still haven't opened it.
I played it, and
I
it
still
just my
haven't
viewer. As soon as I started the game, started that map up, the viewer count just went down the toilet, man. It just like nobody was interested.
Dude, I always have one kid in my chat, and I'm like in the middle of a Warzone game, and he's like, "Play zombies."
Yeah, there's always one person, and it's like, bro, go play it with your friends. I'm not playing
Yeah,
it.
why do you want? My mindset is watching zombies has got to be the most boring
Yeah,
thing. It's already kind of like just a
unless you're doing something
like
with it. Like there's
some sort of
a G Fuel
challenge.
YouTuber that I'm friends with, Electric Shock. He'll do where like if I make it every 50 rounds that I survive, I'll give away some G Fuel or something. It's like you got to make some kind of goal oriented thing out of it, or else there's no damn reason to watch it. Like, are you gonna
Yeah,
really watch somebody stand in a corner for like 100 rounds just doing the same thing over and over?
like
Like,
Ghosty and FaZe Blaze did like a world record run, but even watching that, I'm like,
I was waiting
man,
for
like
that content with the new one. Like, I was like, where's that? And I just feel like there just was no hype.
they don't. I don't think Blaze cares anymore about zombies. Like, I think he just did it from the first release hype to get like
Yeah,
part of that content wave, and now Blaze just plays Warzone only. I don't think he plays Cold War anymore.
yeah. League
Stop.
play, I've had fun with League play, but everything else, I'm just like, I legit think that because I've seen other YouTubers talking about it where they're like, uh, Treyarch has given up on Cold War. Like, they're just focusing on Warzone, Um, I'm
It
just like,
doesn't seem
damn,
like
man.
they're focusing on
No,
Warzone, man.
dude.
What is going on?
Somebody, I can't remember who it was. It might have, T Dog Smitty.
Yeah,
He posted on Twitter. I think it was T Dog Smitty. Might have been somebody else. Anyways, he was like, "What's one thing you want to see in season 2 of Warzone?" And I was like, "A working friends list," because like, dude,
dude,
I can't get anybody in my damn lobbies, dude.
I can't get him either. And every time I have to get online, I'm like, all right, my buddy can sometimes see me, so I'm like,
Hmm.
all right, send me a whisper,
Yeah,
so I can right click your name in the bottom right and invite you from that. And half the time when he sends me a whisper, the only option I have is to send him a friend request again. Like I've added the same friend. I have to add him as a friend every day.
yeah,
I don't and
that's
like
ridiculous.
I I'm like, first of all, there's not even I have like 200 friends. There's not even a search feature.
Yeah, they need a
There's no
search feature
search
for
feature.
sure. Like, well, not only that, like I'll go to try and find somebody, and my friends list is full now. Like, I can't even add people anymore. Because if I try to delete somebody, the whole friends list disappears. But like,
What?
yeah, dude, I delete somebody, the friends list is gone. I have to restart my game. And so I'm like, well, I can't do that. And then what I found out was I could go to Cold War and delete people. But now Cold War does the same thing. Like the other day, I came on, I was like, guys, I would love to play with you guys, but nobody is showing up. Like it's just literally just nobody. And I restarted the game 3 times, nothing. And I guess they're like, oh well, Activision knows about it, so they fixed it. But like, I feel bad
They
because I'm like, I'll do these morning streams, and I'm like, that's when I play regular Warzone. I don't just do customs because I feel like when the big streamers are on, it's just really hard to like get people
do
hyped up to
customs.
play regular Warzone.
Yeah.
And like somebody in the chat's like, I'm ready, like I got up early just to play, and I'm like, bro, you're not showing up. I don't know what to do. Like, I just can't find you.
It's hard. I was struggling to get people into our lobbies for customs because of that friends list issue and all that. And I mean, I guess it's still better than Black Ops. Like for me, the Black Ops experience went like this. Like I got hyped on it. I had great time for like my first 5-6 games. I was slaying. I was like, we got on the game fresh on the stream, and I was like, wow, the pacing, the gunplay, like it's so much more relaxing compared to like Modern Warfare. And then like 6 games in, the SBMM kicked in, and I just got my ass handed to me. And like the next day, I was like, all right, I'm gonna get back on the game. And Dismo like replied to my tweet, and he's like, "You still on?" And I was like, "What? Dismo? Dismo's asking me to play? Okay, I'll play Cold War for this." And I was like, well, me and Dismo are gonna slay out. It's gonna be a great time.
And you just got your
Dismo, I
ass
didn't
handed to
know
you.
was the biggest sweat at Cold War. Like, yeah, he's like one of the bigger Cold War YouTubers, so obviously he's gonna be the big sweat. And he was just he had all his guns maxed gold, like he had the AUG, like the OP AUG, like built out, like, and he was just deleting kids. Like he was like fucking 54-10. And I'm like at the bottom of the board in
Just getting
Dismo's
left in the
lobbies.
dust.
Getting
Yeah.
because his SBMM with his ranking and his time played, I jumped into that and I was like just getting slaughterhouse. I had no attachments on my gun. I was trying to use a dog shit weapon because I didn't want to be like part of the meta. I was trying to be like off meta, like, all right, I'm gonna grind the Milano. And like I was just getting dogged on by AUGs, MP5s. And that made I felt so bad because I was like, Dismo, I'm not this bad at COD, bro. Just I'm new game, bro. Don't judge me. New game, no attachments. I'm in your lobbies, bro. Chill. Like I'm not a bottom board guy. And I got embarrassed in front of Dismo on Black Ops. And I was
Damn,
like, all right,
man.
that's a bad taste in my mouth. The next day, I was like, you know what? Change of pace. I'll stream Cold War campaign. So I launched up the campaign. I actually got a lot of people. I had like 90 to 100 people, which at that time I was at a lull in my viewers where I was averaging like 70 to 80. So 90 plus was like, all right, we're popping today. Cold War campaign. Everybody's hyped. They really want me to play it. Second mission in crashes my entire stream. And it crashes the game crashes my stream, crashed my PC, crashed the game. And so I'm like, all right, okay, take a breath, reset the stream, get back on, get it back 70 people back in. So we didn't peak back at our high number that we had. So lost some people. Let's try this again. We restarted the campaign. I was like, maybe I have to choose a different like path or whatever. Maybe whatever my sequence I chose in the beginning caused that glitch. So I chose like a different. There's like those things you choose in the beginning, like
Yeah.
I can't remember, but you kind of like customize your thing. And so I chose a different path or whatever. And second mission crashes out.
Happens
Stream
again.
didn't crash this time, but the game crashed again. And I was like, all right, paid $80 for a game that I'm just getting railed in SBMM and I can't play the campaign and Zombies has one map. Fuck this game. I don't want to support it. I don't want to buy items. I don't want to stream it. So ever since then, because they provided such a dog shit release experience for me, I don't have any support or love for the game. I still can't even play the campaign. Mine's bugged.
So I
So
played the campaign. I did a subathon for it when it came out. That's what I like to do, is do like a subathon when a new game comes out. The last one I did was Cyberpunk, which that one, dude, I was so hyped for that game. And then I beat they're like 60, 70 hours of gameplay. Main story's like 40 hours, this and that. And like I beat the game in 20 hours. And I was just like, bro, what do I do for these last 4 hours? I can't do any of the side missions because they're all bugged, you know?
yeah, bro, I played that game for 3 weeks and then hopped off because like nobody wanted to watch it anymore.
Yeah.
Just
I don't know why
what
they
is this?
didn't
What is
just
this
delay
subathon
it.
thing though that everybody's doing these days? I don't understand what that is.
So basically you set it up so it's like, all right, every sub adds 5 minutes to the clock or something like that, right? So then people are trying to get you to like that 24 hours, trying to get you to stream for 24 hours. So
Oh, so it's like a way
yeah,
to like generate like some donations for the stream and
yeah,
interact with people at the same
I
time.
usually do it with bits too. Like every 100 bits is a minute. And I think the first one I did ended up
Shit.
being like 17 hours or something. My
What
first
how
ever
what
subathon.
what kind of how much subs were you pulling in on that kind of subathon?
I mean, the first subathon I did, it was like my record for subs in one stream. It was like 154 or something. So
Dude, that's nuts. I've had one or two streams like that. Yeah, I usually my streams are pretty calm, and then like once a week or like once every couple of weeks, I'll have this crazy like wave of support. Like the other day, uh, just a casual Thursday stream, and all of a sudden, just someone in my chat was like, "Hey, how many subs is he at?" And it was like 790 or something like that, or like 800. I was like 820, like somewhere in that range. And they were like, I would get this guy to 1K. And like somehow the whole chat just got on board with it. And they did it. They got me to like 1K that day. And I was like crying. I was like legitimately like tearing up. I was like, guys, this is just like a casual Thursday stream. I don't know what I did to deserve this kind of support. But like out of nowhere, man, the Twitch communities be pulling up and it's
it's weird,
insane what
man.
people will do for you. And I tell them all, like, you guys do this if you have the money and like this is what you want. Like please don't make me feel guilty and like waste your own
Dude,
hard-earned cash.
I always feel really bad when somebody's like, oh, you have some kid. And he's like, I used all my birthday money, and I'm just like, bro, no.
Oh,
I was like,
dude,
dude.
yeah, someone said that the other day. It was like, I get my birthday on Friday, I'm gonna donate like $50 to, and I was like, dude, I don't know, you better have some rich ass parents giving you like a 1K for your birthday, because I don't want like 50% of your birthday
Savings.
cash. Yeah, bro. Like, dude, you want a game? Just play marbles, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
My dad said if I save half the money for my car, I can get one, but I decided to just donate it. And I'm like, no,
dude,
bro.
dude, I've had a kid like that, and I had one of my mods even was like supporting me heavily, and at one point I was like, Mr. Bolt, you need to keep your money, okay? No more.
I've
I like
refunded
had
before,
to,
man. Like
dude.
if somebody
I haven't
tips,
refunded
like,
yet,
I've done it once.
because I should have probably refunded a couple people, but I don't know. I just haven't done that yet. But
And then
one time, wait, go ahead.
I had one guy. He's like, bro, I don't know what happened. Like he sends me the little like PayPal dispute thing. He's like, I don't know what happened, but I just wanted to tip $1 and it tipped it 1,000 times. And I'm just like, bro, I'm so sorry. Let me refund. I had to like
Okay, that's
click
fucked
all of
up.
them. I was like, bro, that sucks.
Dude, the biggest donation story I have is some kid, some rich ass kid. Like, I know I've confirmed, I had a talk with him after the show and stuff, or the stream and stuff. This rich ass kid comes in my chat, like young, like up and coming streamer kind of kid, like, or he wants to stream, like he hasn't really streamed yet, but he's really good at gaming, like all into like quick scoping and trick shotting. He's like nasty, like seriously one of the best snipers. Like he's plays on like a 1600 DPI and just like is just cracked. Like he'll hit these crazy shots. And he tells me, he's like, I have a challenge. I have a sniping challenge for you, Stony. You get one game to hit a 5-man kill feed with a Car 98K on Modern Warfare. If you can get the 5-man, the 5 on as they call it, you can get the 5 on, I'll give you $1,000. And I was like, all right, this kid's big capping, like no shot, but I'll do it. It was like my 3rd week on keyboard and mouse. And so I, like halfway through the game, I was like, I was like, all right, I can't fucking do this on keyboard and mouse, bro. Can I get one more game for controller? One more game? And he goes, all right, switch the controller. So I put the controller on. This is when like I believe I'm better or at the same level as I was, but the controller was still my main like skill at the time. And so I'm like, all right, I'm back in controller. This is like training wheels, aim assist, like, and I was just hitting the snipes, just left and right, just monstrous kill feeds. But I didn't think that I got the 5-man. I got like split quads and like triple kills, and like I in my head there was this one sequence where I got 6 kills in a row, but I was so focused that I didn't realize, I thought it was 4 kills. And right after I get this 5-man kill feed, my power goes out.
No.
So I got the 5-man kill feed, but at the time I didn't realize it. And then the power went out. So I'm sitting there like in the dark, like I just lost $1,000. Like the game was halfway over. I could have got the 5 on. I didn't get it, but I missed. I'm fuck. So I go to the breakers in my house, turn them on, like the whole thing's short circuited. So I fired everything back up, and I get back on, and I'm like, Jojo, are you there? Is the 1K challenge still on? Like, what is the power outage come into the clause? Is there a sub clause about power outages? Like, what's going on here? And he doesn't show up for like another 30 minutes. He comes back into the chat, and he goes, hey man, one of your mods whispered me. She said that you actually did hit a 5 on. Is that true? And so we go back and like watch the clip, and I'm like sitting there, and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I almost got the 6th guy too. And I mistook me missing the 6th guy for me missing the 5th guy.
Oh.
And he goes, shit, you got it. And then all of a sudden I see the 1K pop up on my donation feed, and I was like, no shot. This kid, like 16-year-old kid, I didn't know how old he was at the time. So after the stream, I was like, all right, I got to figure out where this 1K came from. And so he's like, this is like, I'm going to probably look a little bad here, but he goes, dude, don't worry about it. It's my mom's credit card. And I go, bro, I will refund you. Yeah. I will refund you. And I'm like looking at him. I said, turn your face cam on. Like, let's talk about this. Like man to man. I took the glasses off, everything. I'm talking to this kid, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know how young you were. I don't know where this money came from, but I wanted to check up. Like, what do I owe you? Like, where is this one? What is this one? What's the catch with this 1K? And he goes, mom's credit card. And he goes, don't worry. I buy like Gucci or like he was talking about like how he just fucking goes off on spending sprees
Oh,
all the time. And it's like they're just so rich that it like was chump change, like tax write-off change almost like. And so I was like, dude, I will refund you. I will refund you. And he's like, nah, my mom's just gonna take away my phone for a few hours. It's good. And
damn.
I was like, that's how it is. Like, are you like, bro? I'm out here struggling in the content game. I'm not making a lot of cash on this, so this 1K for me is actually kind of huge. Like, but I will refund it. And like, I tried to convince him that I wanted to refund it, and he kept telling me no, 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 no. And so
Yeah.
I was like, all right,
All
dude,
right.
like
Yeah.
this is gonna help me pay my rent this month, so you know I'm taking it. But like, man, I made sure that like he wasn't like going broke on this shit. Like, but I could tell from his setup, he had like this crazy 3 monitor, super liquid cooled PC, LEDs, like giant room, like tons of G
Yeah.
Fuel and gaming shit. I'm like, this kid's rich as hell, man. So like, I felt bad about it, but I made sure to cross my T's and stuff and like follow through on
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
That
the
was the
worst.
closest I came to
Yeah.
refunding.
Uh-oh.
Just
What
felt
just
bad though. I
happened?
just still felt bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, something popped up and said something failed, but I'm still recording, so I don't know what the hell it was. Um, dude, hey, tell me about your PC, man. Cause like twice now, you've been like, I came into your stream one time, you're like, I'm like, oh, no Warzone today. You're like, no, man, PC's messed up. Like, all I can play is Gunfight. I'm like, bro.
Dude, it's sometimes Warzone will run so terribly on my PC that like it's almost unplayable. Like it'll drop to sub 60 frames. Like at one point I was getting 55 frames. Like it would go back up to like 75, but it would be like variable between 55 and 75 frames. And then in the midst of that, I'm getting these packet burst and packet loss icons on my screen, and it'll happen mid gunfight, and I'll like teleport glitch and then die. And I'm like, I
It's
did
such
not
a
lose
pain in
that
the ass.
gunfight fairly. I did not. Like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
get gameplay and be entertaining, but I'm losing every gunfight due to packet bursts and frame drops. And like, I'm in the middle of the goose shooting a pistol. All of a sudden, 3 shots fire at once. And my guy glitches to the right, and I'm dead. And I'm like, no shot. Like, they're getting free kills on me. Like, this is just making me look like a bitch. So I can't play Warzone like that. So sometimes randomly, I'll just be like, you know what? Warzone's chalk today. It's not performing. I don't know what it is. Like, is it some sort of server issue that's causing these lobbies to like not be the information not to
I've
be fed properly, like, or is my
I've
computer
never,
just not handling it? I don't know, man. Strange.
but it still happens. You're
It
saying.
still happens from time to time. I was getting packet loss the other day and low frames, but I've been dealing
What
with
kind
it.
of
It's been a little bit better. So
what kind of specs you running with? Because like I still have a
I
1080
gotta
Ti, so I kind of push around like 60 frames, 70 frames in Warzone because I'm
uh
streaming at 1080p.
I stream at 1080 as well, 60 frames, and then multiplayer I'll get 120 plus constant, and then
Yeah,
Warzone I'll get like 60 to 80 constant. Sometimes if
yeah.
I'm lucky, it'll be in the 90s. I don't know what causing the luck to have it be in the 90s. Is it like just the the weather? I don't even have any explanation for it. I have an AMD 5700 RX or whatever
Okay.
XT. I can't remember what the
I
modification
think
is on it.
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
And then
I
I
don't know
have a
too much
Ryzen
about.
7, but
Is it
I have
what generation of the Ryzen is it? Because I started having issues
um
with my 2700X when they updated some
I think
stuff.
it's a 3700.
Okay, that's not an issue then.
And
Yeah.
then I have just like a 500 gigabyte solid state. I have 32 gigabytes RAM, 8 gigabytes of video RAM on the card. Um,
I
I
don't
have like
know.
a Strix motherboard
Cause
like that.
I don't know anything about AMD graphics cards. Like I don't know if they ever. I don't know.
They're
I don't
not
know
as
if it
good as
would.
the Nvidia for gaming, apparently.
Yeah, I mean that's what I hear. I don't know. I've only had Nvidia, so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a new build. My guy Squid, my master builder, he's working on some stuff in the lab for me, apparently.
Well, maybe he could build me something. I don't. I'm trying to. I
Dude,
got like
he
three
has a PC
fans
business.
for real.
You have 3 fans on what? On your
I
like
have 3 fans that don't light up anymore. I got a rat's nest of cables because I just don't have the time to go in there and like reroute everything. Um, it's just a
100%.
mess,
You
dude.
should if you're looking for a low stress way to build, I think he's starting to accept. I think he has 3 orders in the queue. He's really good. He's like an engineer guy. He like works on like the Alaska pipeline stuff, and he's also like a computer like really computer nerd kind of guy that knows all this shit about building and wiring
Yeah.
and casings and
I'm just waiting for the
compatibility.
3080 Ti to come out.
He has a hookup, so that's what I was also going to say is he found a way to get these MSRP parts like just some special inside hook to where he like no public person really has the same access because it's like through some inside guy apparently. I don't know the details, but he basically has hookups on great prices and availability on stock to a lot of these parts that other people can't get for the same price or for the same timeline. And he's doing builds where he will also customize your case. Like he'll have a paint job on it.
Okay.
Danny
Get
some Dorito action on there.
Yeah.
Purple, maybe a little whatever your colors are, with the logo and stuff. Like really good. It's him and his wife. They're part of my stream. They're mods, and they're also just like really cool viewers and supporters.
Dude, last night when I came in and like one of your mods is like spamming a bunch of bees, like, bro, come on, man, you're a mod. What are you doing?
Oh, it was Vernix spamming bees. Was that it? He was it was like a bunch of bees.
I was like, come on, Vernix.
Yeah, I needed to make a mod series of like your viewers in real life mods. I need to make a skit about my freaking mods because I swear some of them like they're the smartest guys and also the dumbest guys at the same time. Like that Vernix kid is really smart, like great student, like just all around. He's really good at Discord editing and navigating like online stuff, and he has like e-commerce stuff that he does. Even though he's like 16, he's already having an e-commerce brand and like all this cool stuff. Like really young gunner.
Yeah.
But then he does shit like that in the chat,
just spamming
and I
bees.
forget that he's 16 and he's spamming bees, or he'll be like. Something bad will happen on the screen on the and he'll be like, oh, fuck me in the ass, and I'm like, Vernix, you're not supposed to say that.
Yeah, you're a mod. You're the example.
Yeah, like set the standard. And he'd be like, oh shit, sorry, I was too in the moment.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh man, it's shit like that.
He's like, sorry man, it was just a test or whatever the bees.
My mind immediately went to like you performing a skit on that shit because it just sounded like ripped out of a Danny Dorito skit. Stop spamming, man. My favorite is like the OG viewer who's in the corner, like, what are you doing here, bro?
Yeah.
Sorry, bro. I wanted to 1v1.
The last one I did, I don't know. It didn't do as well. I did, it was the prediction one. The guy came in and he was just like, hey, man, you lost. Pay up, bitch. You know, like.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I have people fighting in my chat over like, Mateo, you blow at predictions. You suck. You lost all your fucking earnings, dude. And like he'll be like, Bishop, fuck you, Bishop. I'm gonna get the next one. And he's like, I just bet the opposite you and win every time, bro. You like and the mods are like, shut the fuck up, both of you. And like,
it's like a couple people at the horse races, man, just
dude,
arguing with each other.
I'm like, I'm entertained, but apparently some of the mods got like really annoyed at them.
Well, I hate when like because my mods have like real life jobs too. So you know, like they'll be doing something and like. The guy's like, all right, I have to change the mobile for a little bit, so I won't be able to do any predictions or anything. I'm like, all right. And then, like, you know, they leave, and somebody's like, hey, yo, is there no prediction for this one? I'm like, hang on, let me tab out and go do this, you know? And I'm like, God, predictions created a monster, dude. Like, that's all anybody, like, they want some gambling out of it, too, you know?
Dude, I got paid in gifted subs to throw a prediction. So the prediction was like, will he win? I think it was like, will he win 5 out of 5 Gouge or so, or like, will he win like majority of 5 Gouge fights? And I'm really good at the gulag usually, like especially if there's pistols or shotguns, I'm kind of iffy. But if there's like an automatic weapon in the Gouge, like I'll win 85% of the time. And so this week there was automatic weapons in the Gouge, and I'm like, all right, I got this. I'm gonna win this. So you guys better bet on me. And then like I told everybody to bet on me, and my guy, one of my VIPs in the chat, Demo, he like bet against me. And after I told the chat that I was all confident in like winning the prediction, so like 85-90% of the chat is betting for me, and Demo comes in, bets all his shit. He bets like his whole channel points against me, and he goes, by the way, I have all my points on you failing this. Can you throw your last 2 Gouges for 10 gifted? And I said, sure. And he's like, I actually got a dip for work, but I trust you. Here's 10 gifted before I even threw them. And so I just threw the next 2. I threw the next 2 Gouges, and the whole chat hates me now.
Bro, do you ever have people come in and are like, all right, dude, what will you do if I like? What will you do if I just cheer 5,000 bits right now? I'm just like, I don't know, jump up and down. What do you want me to do, man? Like,
yeah, like jumping jacks, bro. I won't hit the WAP. I won't hit the WAP. That's the main request, is do the WAP.
Yeah. Now I get a lot of people saying like, hey, if I sub right now, will you dry scoop G Fuel? I'm like, bro, 1 sub. No. I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be wired.
It's like
for the rest of the night, dude. $2.50 for me to be caffeinated out of my mind. Yeah.
You got that partner sub action though, son. How's that partner life? That 80% or what?
I don't even think it's that.
If
I
you're
think,
big like Valkyrie, you can
yeah, you have to be
negotiate or
big.
something.
Yeah. I think they like to see how you do before they even try to negotiate something like that. But because like I
You get like at
know,
least 20% bump or 15% bump.
I don't think I'm supposed to say, but it's not
You
anything
got a percentage.
different.
You got a certain percentage bump though.
I think it's just like ads or something. I get a little more.
Oh,
It's nothing.
so it's like
It's
bits are the
nothing.
same.
Yeah, everything else is the same. I think.
Damn it.
Like I said, I think you got to be pulling like legit numbers because I know there's a guy who averages around 500 to 1,000 for Tarkov, and basically he gets a salary to play like I think like 4 minutes of ads an hour or something. You
Yeah, I
know?
heard about that guy.
Yeah,
He's like, I'll just take the stable income over like. He
yeah.
was talking about. He was talking about like how
Slush
he could
Puppy, I
have.
think is the guy's name.
Yeah,
You watch
I heard.
PK?
Yes.
Hey, you
Yeah.
watch PK?
Oh yeah, I was there since the Call of Duty background video days,
There you go.
where they was not showing their faces and they would just play shitty COD gameplay.
Yeah,
Woody's gamer tag getting shit on in the background.
I've rated Woody. Dude, I've rated. No, I don't know if I've rated Taylor Merca, but I rated Woody, and Woody is just like I don't know. He just doesn't. He'll be playing like Flight Simulator or something, and he's just like talking about some dirty shit or something. So he doesn't really say much. Taylor Merker's always playing Magic. He's always playing Magic on stream.
What?
I went in there and some guy was like started talking shit to me. He's like, "Your videos suck on TikTok and all this stuff." And then like I was like, "Bro, what is your problem, man?" Like I just came to like check things out, drop a sub, you know. And you're calling me out because of my TikToks. It was like he was talking about some drama too. And I was like, "You must only watch drama TikToks, man. I don't know what to tell you." Like I post like 5 videos a day. I guarantee you, you only saw like one video, and that's what you based me off of, you know. So, but it's
Said,
interesting.
wait, they judged you? They were judging you
Some guy was just talking shit because of some drama that I had with
in the
somebody.
chat after
Yeah,
the
in
raid?
Taylor Merker's chat.
Some asshole just, just, yeah, ruining the vibe, making you look
Yeah.
bad in front of Taylor.
Yeah, he could do.
Man.
He got like, cause I just put it at, like the laughing emoji. You know, the guy's all like laughing, and he's like, say something without an emoji, you piece of shit. I was just like, I was like, bro,
Yo.
what, dude? You know,
Taylor seems like he would be super nice.
oh,
Like
Taylor doesn't give a shit. Like
to other people like
yeah,
us.
yeah. He seems. Well, he was very focused on what he was playing, but because I think he was like in some crazy card duel or something. But
Dude, I want to raid Kyle.
does he
I don't
stream?
know. I feel like
I don't think he does, man.
I thought he played. I thought he streamed.
He
but
plays. I know of somebody that he plays with that I've like checked to see if he's ever on.
I
But
thought
like
he was
I
a
don't.
streamer for Rust.
Somebody invited
He
me to
would be
play.
big if he did.
He
in his
would.
server.
I don't know why he doesn't do it. Maybe he just doesn't need it. I'm sure he made a. I mean, he's set with all the money he made from
Off of FPS Russia.
yeah FPS Russia, but
FPS prison time.
dude, if you look at their videos, man, I'm like that. It's so crazy how much it exploded when he was telling his prison stories.
Dude, the biggest marketing fucking hack of podcast history, of PK history, just send Kyle to prison.
I know they're
We
like,
need
who's
the
gonna go to
views.
prison next?
Dude, I think Woody would have a tough time in
I think
jail.
so too.
Well, maybe he's nice. Maybe he'll get on his night. Look, Kyle was apparently the smooth talker and just got in good with the right people and didn't get butt raped.
Yeah, he didn't try to like.
Supposedly.
That's what he says. Yeah, he said like the
Snow?
only. Yeah, Snow. I think he said like the only trouble he had was he had to like argue about the remote or like what channel they were watching or something. You know, like they were only allowed to watch
yeah.
the news or something.
There was race wars in the TV room.
Yeah,
That's what I heard. Yeah,
But-
well, I'm a PKA guy. I watched. I'll sometimes tune out for a few weeks, and then like they'll bring someone on like Harley, or they'll bring Tucker back, and I'll be like, oh, Tucker's back, or they'll do the drinking episodes, and I'll tune in for those. I can't wait for
Yeah.
the next drinking episode. Like I really enjoyed it. They had Dick Masterson on, and it was the drunkest. Like Dick was the drunkest I've ever seen. Like an actual like personality host on a YouTube video. Like he was like his head was bobbling at one point, like just constantly. Like he had no control of his body. Like I was like, this guy became a straight bobblehead. Like I don't know. They get unreal on that show.
yeah, yeah. No, it's just something else. No filter, no nothing.
I'm surprised that Kyle gets away with all the shit that he says.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the one time that he got that drunk, like even he is like, I mean, I went a little too far, and I'm just like, bro, if he says that, you know that like,
He's like
yeah,
the biggest troll, bro.
he's gonna
He's a
be
little
living
too
a,
trolly
yeah, he's gonna be
sometimes.
living a state above me soon. He said as soon as his probation's over, he's moving to Colorado.
To get that good weed. he's he's really obsessed with being able to smoke again.
Dude, I'm sure he is. I mean, have you seen he started vaping, and so now he's just like sitting there blowing these crazy clouds throughout the like he's got his
We
one
get it,
vice that he
Kyle.
can
You
do.
vape. That's all the comments that I see is we get it, Kyle. You vape.
Yeah,
Yeah, vape. He's beginning to feel like a vape god.
yeah, but that's
Is that
crazy,
what
man.
inspired you, PKA, to make a podcast?
PK and Joe Rogan. I wanted something kind of like in the middle. I do plan on having more than one guest at certain points. Maybe you got to have you and Ben Jammins on at the same time.
Oh, bro, if you want to have a greatest podcast ever, get some drinks, have Ben on, and go ham. That guy. He joined my Discord call last night for WandaVision. He's like, hey, I'm popping in. I'm just in bed on the iPad. Probably fall asleep in the midway through the episode, but just here to vibe out. I'm like, what? I'm like, are you even watching the show? He's like, oh yeah, I'm just not gonna finish the episode. I'm
I'm
like,
probably gonna fall asleep.
yeah, like what? And like midway through the episode, he's in the chat. He's like, I'm out. I'm vibing out. And I'm like, all right. He's so funny. He just pops in and
Dude, I
just
love
hangs
Ben.
out.
I can't wait to see what that guy does. Like his TikToks too. Like I saw the one where it was like somebody's like your grandma's a whore or something like that in the game, and so he's like grandma. He's like, what is this something 2987 talking about? You know, he's like,
Dude, I haven't seen that one, but I saw something similar to that. Oh, it was saw yours where you called your dad.
oh yeah,
He's,
we're like
did you
yeah, the
tell your dad that
thing.
you were gonna call him, or was it like raw?
I told him I was like, hey, I'm gonna call you, and he's like, okay.
But did you tell
So
him of the subject of the call?
so
Did you tell him I was gonna say?
the first time he's like, what? And I was like, all right, I gotta call you back because he was just like, what? I was like, you gotta be more angry than that, man.
Yeah, I thought it was real, bro. I thought it was you told me, so and that was a good one.
Yeah, there was no way I was gonna. Half the time, I don't think my dad even answers, so I had to give him some kind of heads up I was calling.
That's me. I
But
don't answer my phone ever. I put it on do not disturb, and I don't answer texts or phone calls. You can easily reach me on Twitter, but you can't reach me on a text message because my phone is. Someone decided to sell my phone number to every marketing agency in freaking America, and now
I thought you meant like
I
on
get like
stream.
oh
Somebody
no
just
way
gave your number out.
six calls an hour, bro, and like multiple text messages offering me like capital loans and like all this weird shit. And like, I'm just not here for that. I'm waiting to change my number, but that's gonna have to fuck with all my like crypto
Such a pain
accounts
in
and
the ass, dude.
things linked to it now, like Apple IDs, Wells Fargo
I've
banks, and stuff.
I've had the same phone number for like a decade now.
Yeah, me too. Same.
It's
I don't
crazy.
want to switch off. Actually, I switched. I had one switch. When I was like 20. So it's been 5 years.
How old are
actually.
you?
25.
Okay, I turn 25 next month.
Shit.
Even though I look
Yeah.
like I'm 16, but
If I shave my beard, I look like I'm 20. So it's just like I fool everybody with. Actually, I don't fool anybody. People never know exactly how old I am. They're like, "Are you 22 or are you 30?"
I would have guessed like 22 to 24, somewhere around there. So
Some people just are weird and they overjudge my age. I'm like, I could never see myself as being looking older than I am. But some people are just, I don't know, they see the beard and like the nice coat, and they're like, "Oh, he's a distinguished gentleman." I'm like, "No, I'm not."
must
I'm
be in
actually
his early 30s. He's
my
got his shit
apartment
together.
my apartment is whack. The reason why you only see this is because the rest of this is garbage. They're like room tour, setup tour,
Dude.
house tour. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and when I was in LA, like they were like, we want to see the rest of the room because I would use a green screen because I literally had like this space. That was it. That was my space. I was just streaming in the bedroom that we had a bed in. So it was like now I got my own room. It's still not very big, but at least I got my own room.
Yeah, I have about 6 feet that way, 7 feet that way, 2 feet that way for the closet, and like
Yeah.
8 feet behind me, 8, not 10, 12 feet behind me. Fucking, it's tiny as shit in here. It's this is the only room in the house that I have to myself because 2 roommates. I went from having 2 apartments to myself, to having 2 roommates
How does
because
that
I
work?
was experimenting with Airbnb business last
Ah,
2 years ago, a year and a half ago, and I lived in my small studio, and I had a 2-bedroom, like not super, but pretty fancy apartment in Irvine that I rented out to people, and like I ended up like breaking even on the whole venture, but at the end of it, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna move into the nicer apartment, and I still had the lease on the original one that was
yeah,
dying out, like just waiting for the lease to run out. So like for like 4 months, I was paying double rent, and then I was like, I need to get less fucked over by this situation. So I moved to LA with roommates so I could get better rent. My cousin is one of my roommates. Uh,
okay,
he's like big ballin' though, like pretty good like wages and salary in his Hollywood job, and he's just made some trades, some stock option trades and stuff, and got some good gains or whatever you call it. And so he's like looking to get a house soon. And he's like,
damn,
"You want to move into our house?" And I'm like, "Dude, you already can't stand living with me here. Why do you want me in your house?" Like I know I'm not a good room. Well, I'm a good roommate in the fact that you never see me, but I just I'm a little bit loud and a little bit rowdy, so it's just like,
yeah,
well, why do you want me in your house? I need my own house so I can be loud as fuck.
yeah. Well, this weekend I'm getting ready to put black soundproofing panels like all in this corner, so hopefully that'll look a little better. And then this ugly ass shelf is gonna go over there as soon as IKEA sends me this like double sized white one to put right here. But
Shit.
yeah,
My setup needs to change. I'm gonna have to like consult with somebody who knows what they're doing because I always see these guys with these crazy rigs, like
yeah,
Manu has like this pole rig that like his camera is mounted on. He has 2 lights mounted on like this like rigging, like this bar with like attached to his desk, and then he has like this headphone slot here and like 3 monitors and like LEDs in the back. And I was like, how long did it take you to figure that? Like, it's no joke. It's not just like you set
yeah.
that shit up in a day. Like that must have took like a couple weeks of like planning and buying shit and testing out. Like, I don't know where to start when I'm building a new setup.
Yeah. As long as I'm still doing this in like 2 years, once I get a house, I definitely want to have like the room, that I turn into like the studio room, and I want to hire somebody to come like design the little layout and everything so it's legit. That's expensive. So,
Yeah, I know I'm gonna botch it if I do it myself.
oh
This
yeah.
next setup that I'm gonna do is gonna be like my midway to being a cool streamer guy, because like I need to pay somebody to like go all out, like Ty Pennington style, move that bus. Fucking remember that show?
I think
The
so.
Home
Yeah.
Improvement one where they take some poor family, they send them to Disneyland for a week, and they come back and their house is redone.
Yeah. And like, all
Yeah,
right,
they're like in the
move
middle of a
that
project.
bus. Yeah.
It's funny because they'll be in the middle of like the projects in Florida, and there's like this rundown shitty house, 3-story mansion. Like the neighbors must hate you guys or love you if you let them
Yeah.
come over.
Dude,
How are they gonna maintain that house though? But
have you watched Breaking Bad?
yeah,
Did you like it?
Albuquerque, right? That's where you live.
Yeah, that's where I am. So
Uh,
like I went to the house, like the Walter White house.
the pizza house. Threw a pizza on the roof.
So, dude, we drove by one time because, like, so I drove by, and the lady is just super pissed, but she doesn't want to sell the house because it's obviously worth a lot of money now. But she's like, she didn't think the show was gonna be as big as it was, and so she just sits out front in front of her garage and yells at people that come to like check out the house. And they built a fence around it and everything, so people can't like just walk up and like try to jump in the pool or anything like that. But it's funny because like they obviously from the money they got, they like redid the outside of the house and everything. So like it's this like just generic ass houses, and then all of a sudden there's this fancy ass house with, like a nice front yard and like this big ass fence around it. And it's like, well, you're definitely not making yourself stand out at all. Like everybody knows that's the house. I can't imagine living like next door. People trying to climb over your wall to try and go look at it.
I think I saw a meme of like someone throwing a pizza on the house in real life
Yeah. Yeah,
because of that
that's people
scene.
were doing that until they got the fence. They're just walking up and throwing pizzas on the roof.
That's a waste of pizza, bro. I don't care about your memes. Eat that pie. Pizza
Uh,
Man Dan would be really ashamed of you.
yeah, I don't think he'd approve of that. Actually, maybe he would
The
because you'd have to buy more pizza. You
Maybe
know,
he's like, look, I'll supply. I'll
yeah,
come down.
half off the
I'll
pizza you're
meet
throwing on the
you.
roof.
I'll
Okay.
race to Albuquerque to feed the memes, the meme culture.
Yeah,
It's awesome though.
but yeah, no, I went to like the Twisters. I did the TikTok on that. That was pretty cool. was like one of the first TikToks I did when I got here. I went to it's basically the
The
restaurant they
Twisters.
filmed. Yeah, they filmed Los Pollos Hermanos there. So like that was the
Oh,
set, but
damn.
like it's
I
an
think
actual
isn't
restaurant.
Los Pollos Hermanos now is also a thing now. I'm
I don't.
pretty sure I saw a real life Pollos
I think
Hermanos
they
or something.
did a promotion at that
A
exact
promotion.
one when the last
Oh,
season came out
okay.
or something.
I saw something about it, like maybe even recently, where I was like, is that an IRL Pollos Hermanos brand or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
They
but
should.
no,
Someone should make
it's
that.
I I I hope they do it again. I don't know if the pandemic's gonna screw with it, but like the last season of Better Call Saul is supposed to come out. That's what me and my fiance are watching right now, trying to catch up on that before that comes out.
I liked that show. It was clever and stuff. It was a little, the pacing was a little
It's
off for
definitely
me,
slower, yeah.
and so I couldn't hang. I couldn't hang. I started watching Agents of Shield.
You watch eight? I can't get into that, dude.
No, that shit. That was a kind of a joke, but like, no, I
Okay,
did
oh
watch.
good.
I was watching those shows simultaneously though at one point, and I like fell off of Saul, and I kept watching. But I kept watching Agents of Shield as like a background show. I wasn't like, I was never really sitting there like watching it unless it was like nighttime and I was trying to sleep. I would mostly be like working and stuff, and I would have it on the second monitor because it was like a popcorn nothing show that
I
like
had a
made no
I had a
sense.
buddy in high school who was like obsessed with Marvel, and like I would come over and he's like, "All right, dude, it's that time. I'm sorry, I gotta pause the game." And like, bro, like we're like round 50 of zombies, and you gotta stop to go watch this shitty ass ABC show. I'm like, bro, come on,
Dog, yeah, that show was
DVR it, bro.
not good enough to be like weekly. Like I'm here at
Nah, he was all
my
about it.
alarm.
Uh,
Marvel's the Marvel blood runs very strong in the veins of the fans. They don't relent.
I did like the Netflix shows.
The
I like
Daredevil. What the
I
only
liked
problem that I
Daredevil.
have is rewatching Daredevil. It's such a like suspend your disbelief show because
It
I
just gets
just went back.
ridiculous.
I just went back and I said, why do they not have a boombox with them at all times? The bad guys just got to have a boombox because
Yeah,
as soon as you blast loud music, he's done for.
somebody had to do that at least once. Like why
I
haven't
think
they?
there was times in the show where they would like clap things loud or they would fuck with
Yeah,
them and like but like it was like to the point where it's becoming too convenient that and that's one of those nitpicky things where like it's a comic book show, like they have to get around that. So it's like I let it go, but
that
my,
show, The
my
Boys.
brain.
Did you watch that?
The boys, yeah.
They totally made fun of that. You remember? They're like, "Oh, we
Because
got
he
a new
clapped
superhero."
him.
Just walks up and clapped right next to him, and his ears explode.
My
He's like,
brain hurt watching
"Oh,
that because that just felt so disgustingly horrendous when he clapped him and the ears started
yeah."
bleeding. I like literally like almost threw up in my mouth watching that, and that show's ridiculous, bro. I'm
That's a
waiting for
good show,
season
though.
3.
It's a
I
good
like
show.
season 2. People didn't like season 2 a lot. People were like it got worse, and
What?
I was like on the opposite side of that. I was like it got better, I think.
I think it got better. That show has like no downtime. Like it's just constant stuff happening. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that I hated I was like, what are they doing with this stupid like social media character? And then
Hmm.
like it also all of a sudden became so twisted, and she
I
was
was
the
like,
villain. I was like, oh,
"Bro, this
that's the
chick's
one
a
point when she
Nazi."
yeah, at the one point when she's like going through the civilians apartment houses to find Kimiko, and she just like innocent civilians are like screaming, and she just like zaps the fuck out of them,
Yeah,
and I was
like
like,
shut
oh
up.
wait, she's
Yeah,
bad.
she's bad.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
like
that
she's real
episode was
bad.
crazy. I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "Oh, something else is going on here, but I don't know
Yeah,
what it
she's
is."
just lighting up
Yeah,
people, and she spins it, and then the scene where Homelander starts to get just overworked by the crowd, and he just roasts them all. Remember that? And then he snaps back, and he's like, "No, no, no,
yeah,
we don't do that. We don't do that." I thought it was real. I
I
was like,
did
they
too.
finally
It
are
got me,
it's
dude.
gonna open the world up to like crazy shit, and then they like zooms back to the reality. I'm like, oh, well, still kind of got me.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
I really do like that show. I like what's his face? Is it what's the guy's name? I want to say Kyle something. The guy who plays Butcher. I love that guy. That guy's a great
Oh,
actor.
that's
I can't think of his name, but you know who I'm talking about, dude. Dread. Have you seen Dread?
Dread. Carl Urban.
Carl Urban, dude. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Dread. You've seen that, right?
Dread. Yes. Or I've seen scenes from it, and
You've
I've
got to
seen
watch it, dude.
analysis on it and stuff.
It's
Like
so
I watch a lot
good.
of YouTube. I used to watch a lot of YouTube essays about
Like I
not
guarantee you, there's like 100 petitions still to this day trying to get them to make the sequel because it didn't make enough money for them to warrant making another one.
Yeah, I remember when it came out and like didn't get the hype.
I
I
loved it.
didn't watch. I'll go watch it. I'm actually might watch that tonight. Real key.
It's so sick, dude.
I'm gonna watch that. Also my theory is like, or not theory, but my fan cast for him is if they ever make a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie, I want him to be the star.
I could see
Carl,
that.
he
I
has
could
that
see that.
swagger. He has that pirate kind of like dirty swagger.
I can't see Zac Efron
Is
being the
that
main
what's
star. I think that's who's going to be the new main star of Pirates of
the
the Caribbean. I
rumor?
think
Is
it's going to be a
Zac Efron
flop.
for Pirates? This is gonna be a straight to fucking Disney Plus. Straight to Disney Plus, and Mulan did that, and that was a giant
Oh
turd of it.
man, I didn't even want to watch it. That and I didn't watch Aladdin either. I was no interest.
Actually, Aladdin, good vibe, a good
Really?
vibe. There's a sequence where Will Smith is doing the what song is it? Where it's like um the Prince Ali, like the main Prince Ali song, where it's like Prince Ali, jolly is he, Ali Ababa. You know that song, that fucking
I think so.
iconic
Yeah.
song. And there's like
You
whole
did.
dance scene. It's kind of a vibe. It's like
Okay.
really cool choreography, and like if you like musical stuff, they actually did it well. And that the story is like virtually unchanged from like the main one. Like they didn't really butcher too much. Like Mulan, they fucked it all up. But the Aladdin one, there's some cringe moments. The main actor for the Aladdin is not really my favorite, but for the musical parts and just the overall, like there's some
Yeah.
fun Will Smith shit in there with the genie.
Okay.
Like he's
I
like,
think
if
I
you
can
want a
get down
good
with that.
vibe, get little man, get the girl,
Get
and
some
throw
popcorn.
on Aladdin. Yeah, it's actually really
Yeah.
fun to watch.
Okay.
And you'll love the songs. Like I didn't want to be a fan of the music again. When I was a kid, I liked it and stuff. But I'm like, I'm not the musical guy. But I'll just get really faded and watch this Aladdin shit and see what happens. And I ended up like watching it like the next day again. I was like, just put it on in the background. The music is really well done.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll
Except
definitely
there's
because
just one Guy Ritchie moment where Guy Ritchie always does these weird directing things. In all of his films, they'll have this little edge of flair of weird editing or something, where like he did this one part where it looked like the acting was like sped up, like on those vines or like on
yeah,
TikToks. It looked like he did that effect, and I was
just
like, that
randomly.
kinda took me out a little. Yeah, randomly, literally, like only once or twice in the movie did this effect show, and I think it was compensating for the actor's timing not being on
Oh,
with the music,
he was covering
and
something
so
up.
it's
Okay,
like a trick of editing to get the timing to be back on pace, but it came off as like super fake and like
just kind of pulled you
you
out of
can
it for a
tell
moment.
physics when the guy jumps, you can tell it's like sped up because like he jumps up and down really quickly and his legs move all weird, and you're
I'm
like,
gonna
what
be
was that?
waiting for that now.
Yeah,
If I go watch
no,
it,
that
yeah.
I heard about it on a review before I watched the movie, and so I was like kind of waiting for that moment. And it hit me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's weird. So there's some weird shit. It wasn't the best movie, but it's still fun.
Yeah,
Still fun
because
thing.
once the Lion King came out, everybody's like, it's literally just like a copy and paste, but like the animals have no emotion. I was like, yeah, I don't really have interest to watch that. And then Mulan, I heard was a shit show, but I don't think I ever heard anything about Aladdin. Like I just heard it was fine.
Yeah, it just kind of came and went, and like they really did the music well, and they did the choreography well and stuff, and there was some cheeseball acting a little bit, but other than that, definitely nice, definitely cool to watch Will Smith do genie stuff. So that's the
Yeah,
best part.
I just read that I think Disney got the rights back for Punisher and Jessica Jones, but I don't know what's going on with the other like Netflix Marvel shows. But I'm excited to see them bring those characters in somehow, or maybe bring the shows back. Because like Daredevil, the fighting was awesome. The Punisher, John Bernthal, I thought was perfect for the role.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
best.
Jessica Jones lost me after the first one, and then Luke Cage, I couldn't get invested in it for some reason.
Luke Cage is boring. The Defenders was a flop.
Oh man, what a disappointment, dude.
Just a bunch of shitty hallway scenes that weren't as good as the original hallway scenes.
No,
They're like,
yeah,
how many
not at all.
hallway scenes can we do with the characters?
Yeah, no,
Out of
because
ideas. Hallway fight.
the Daredevil like the hallway scenes or the staircase or the prison one, like those fights were legit. I liked those a lot. So
The hallway fight for Netflix shows. Now every Netflix Marvel series has to have some sort of hallway
yeah,
fight. Now let's get them
yeah.
all together and do one big hallway fight with a bunch of ninjas. Like, all right, at some point this got to innovate. And the plot lines was just dog shit. What's her name?
Yeah,
Ripley, or the girl who played Ripley from Alien was in it.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver or whatever her name is.
Sigourney. I think it's is it Sigourney?
Sigourney. Sigourney
Sigourney?
Weaver?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Sigarini.
Sigourney.
Weaver. Her father made cigars back in the day, so she was
Yeah.
Sigourney. Yeah, something like that. So
Uh,
she was like
just
miscast.
generic ass villain. Yeah.
Yeah, corporate villain. Made no sense.
But no, but I liked season 2 of Daredevil until like it just went straight up ninja or whatever they call it, the hand. Like the second
Damn.
half sucked, but the first half where it was like the Punisher getting introduced and all that stuff, I liked that.
And the final season of Daredevil was fire,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
When
yeah,
Wilson Fisk finally went down and shit.
yeah, I enjoyed that. I'll tell you what though, Foggy. Anytime that guy comes in, I'm like, all right, time to grab something to drink. So he's so
Dude,
bad, bro.
I think he got a little bit better, but I never really was like digging the acting or the character.
Yeah, I think everybody shits on him. I feel bad for him.
Yeah. John Favreau played the original Foggy in that Ben Affleck uh, one, which
Yeah,
ruined like he's. I think Ben wanted to play. He always wanted to play Batman, but then they were like, "Well, we have Daredevil for you," and he's like, "All right, I'll take that." And then that like soured his taste on superhero movies, so he didn't want to come back to it. And then he finally got the Batman opportunity.
what do you think about Robert Pattinson?
Apparently, he's being like a weird fuck and not like cooperating.
I heard he doesn't
And
want to
that
work out, but like they're letting it slide because he's good at acting. It's basically what I've heard.
I don't think that he even. You don't need shirtless Batman scenes. So as long as his jawline looking slick, then let him just be like slobby a little bit.
I mean,
Right?
Ben Affleck just went balls to the wall, like on roids or whatever he was doing. Because I mean, he's too old to just put on muscle that fast. But I mean,
Yeah,
that was
he
a
had to be
big part
some.
of it. He wanted to be like the biggest Batman ever, and
I
I
think
guess
he
show
was.
his ass in the extended cut.
Yeah, sick.
I was like,
Uh,
come on, man, that's what I get.
Dude, extended ass.
Yeah,
Finally, bro. Looking forward to that. Screenshotting it, dude.
maybe
Yeah,
maybe we'll get
there's
some more. Maybe we'll get some more Ben Affleck ass cheeks in the
ass flick.
Snyder cut.
Ben ass flick in here, and then we get Robert Pattinson. I think he's gonna be a good Batman, and people are gonna be surprised. But
I think it's
also,
gonna.
it could be a flop. I don't know, man. I don't
Man,
know.
that trailer, bro. Like,
Trailer looked
okay,
nice.
trailers. I feel like you can tell when they're faking it. Like they're trying to make it look better than it is. And to me, it just. I didn't see anything that made me think, oh man, I don't know. Like the guy that they got is um, Commissioner Gordon. He's a good actor.
Oh, the Westworld guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't have a problem with that race change either. There's a lot of uproar about
bro, who
Gordon's
cares,
white.
man?
Well, nothing about Gordon says that he has to be white, so let it go. I get
Yeah.
the iconic ones like if you changed Black Panther to be Mexican or something like that's okay. Why would we do that? Like it's built into the culture of the character, but like maybe even like changing Batman to be a different race is kind of weird just because of the tradition, but like changing a character like Gordon to be like whatever Chinese or Mexican or whatever, as long as it's still Gordon, he could be redheaded or brown hair, dark skin or whatever. It doesn't matter.
I don't
Gordon's
care.
Gordon.
As long as they do.
Would you
well.
care about if they had like a let's say Chinese Batman?
Like I said,
But
man, as
like
long as he did
like
well.
it's Chinese Batman, but he's Bruce Wayne in the classic Bruce Wayne manner, not like a Chinese version of like how they have like Spider-Man 2099 or whatever, or like Batman Beyond where it's a different character.
Yeah.
Like my thing is I think if they did like a Chinese Batman, they should bring in some of the culture to support why they're making him Chinese. And then
Yeah.
I'll be on board.
But they got to do it right. If they just focus on that
And
too
just be like,
much,
diversity higher.
Yeah, if they try
you
to
know?
slam the culture
Yeah.
down your throat, that's when it's like, come on, dude.
Yeah,
this
they
is
got to do it
obviously just a
tastefully.
publicity move.
Like they would have to really sell me on why Black Panther should be Mexican or something.
Welcome to
Like those
Wakanda,
kinda
putos.
Yeah, puta madre Wakanda. Like what? No, that what I said doesn't make sense and it's gonna make me look bad. So sorry guys, but you know what I mean. Like it wouldn't make any sense.
No,
of trying
I
to-
totally I get what you're saying. There's definitely, I mean, you could tell in Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi when they were really trying to like make the female characters more in the more of the how do you say it? They were trying to focus on them a little bit more. You know what I mean? And give them some like big heroic
Yeah.
moments. To the point where
Yeah.
it was like you could tell that they were trying to do that. Like it was too on the nose.
Yeah, and one of the things was like the character, the actor who was cast for Captain Phasma was all about like it's going to be really amazing. It's a strong female character, lots of development for her character backstory. She's a incredible character, and you're just going to be blown away by Captain Phasma in this film. And that was she was talking about Force Awakens, where she barely did anything. And I'm like, you are only there to be a female figurehead for the diversity marketing. I'm sorry. Like I like Marilyn Christie or something like that. I forget what her name is. Something Christie.
I
At
don't know.
Game of
I know
Thrones.
who you're talking about. Yeah.
I just probably butchered her name, but um, she was only there to be a strong female character stand-in, but they didn't actually make her. They made her a female who looked strong, but not a strong. Like the character had no. There's a reason why I didn't sell any toys for that character. There was no like no actual story or
Like
actual like
they made her stand
motivation.
out in the movie like she was gonna be
Cool
important, and then
suit,
just
cool
yeah, never
suit.
did
She's
anything with
big.
it.
She was strong. Like he had a
Did she?
cool on-screen presence, but there was no backstory. There was no action that made me go, I really like that character because they sacrificed for this or they did that. And it was just like, oh, we have big, strong female girl for
I f-
marketing purposes.
I feel like JJ had ideas and they just didn't like when Ryan Johnson came in, he just wanted to do things different in his way, and it just like again they just didn't have a plan to go from that either, and so
Also, they're scared of like overusing. They're like kind of scared of overusing force and lightsabers. Like for example, biggest waste of opportunity is the Knights of Ren should have been students of Skywalker that turned to the dark side after Ben. But instead, they had like they're going into a Star Wars battle, and the Knights of Ren have like a medieval axe. I'm like, dog,
yeah,
you're not blocking. You're not Jedi's. So even if maybe a Jedi could get away with using a weapon that's lackluster because of their force powers, but
yeah.
you're supposed to be these badass second-hand men to Kylo.
You're talking about
Maybe like
Rogue One, right?
no, the Knights of Ren were the
'Cause I
stupid
thought they were in
guys.
Rogue
If
One.
the stupid guys, no, Knights of Ren were the stupid guys in Rise of Skywalker that just stood on the cliff and like had a cool helicopter shot.
Bro,
And you were like,
I checked out of that movie. I think I just stopped caring.
they also
I
were
didn't even
referenced.
realize.
They were referenced in the Force Awakens and stuff as like this epic, like these epic team of like villains. And like you
Yeah,
get to Rise of Skywalker, and Kylo Ren's like, my knights and I are going hunting. And you're like, oh, this is gonna be badass. Like he's gonna get like they're all gonna have lightsabers. They're all gonna be like slightly less powerful Jedi, like apprentices fighting for the right to be like the next Padawan or whatever. But they're a bunch of guys with medieval axes in a Star Wars universe. What are you gonna do? Like, and what did they do? They did nothing, absolutely nothing. So it was that was the biggest waste of character. They could have had
yeah.
such an iconic little villain crew there with like other light. They could have had special lightsaber tool. Maybe one of them had like a lightsaber style axe. I don't know, something cool, innovate. I don't know. But instead, they gave them medieval weapons in a Star Wars world and tried to make them look cool with a helicopter shot. Called it a day. Yeah, it's pure.
I'm curious to see where they go from here with the Star Wars movies.
I was truly disappointed.
I think
So
it's hard to come back after something like that. Just
yeah, they need
a
like a
massive
Lord of the
misstep.
Rings. You need a Lord of the Rings type adventure story in the Star Wars universe to come back,
That'd
like
be cool.
something authentic like that, where you feel the character development and like you feel the connection of the characters. Because there was no synergy, no development, waste of space. It's depressing, bro. Modern era.
I like Mandalorian, but I mean, if you've been paying attention to the news, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen with that show.
Pedro looked like he put on some alcohol weight in that last episode. His
Well, they're saying he
face looked
quit.
like he may have. I mean, dude, he wasn't happy. He didn't get the screen time he wanted.
Yeah.
And he looked legitimately. If you look at him as Oberyn Martell, like 5 years ago, and then you look at him now in his Mandalorian, at the end of that scene, the Luke Skywalker episode, you could just tell like he's put on a bunch of like what looks like alcoholism or depression weight, like baby face, pudgy face weight. And I've been there myself.
I gotta go back and
So I
look.
know it's just, you just look and you're like, he's not quite Pedro. He's not full Pedro. Like he's not happy where he's at. And you can tell in the Wonder Woman too, the Wonder Woman movie, he looks not quite all the way.
Yeah, he
Like
doesn't. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because
felt
I like
off.
him, dude. I think he's a great actor.
If he gets
He
if
carried
he gets something
Narcos.
he loves, he'll do it really well. Like Narcos.
Did you watch that? There was that movie with Ben Affleck. They just basically threw a bunch of people into a shitty script, like big names. They had Ben Affleck. They had Pedro. Um, can't think of the other. They had a couple other big actors, but it was like a heist movie. I
Ah,
can't think of the name. They're like operators. No, they go to like steal money from the cartel. Like they know about
oh,
this money.
oh,
Great movie, good concept, just kind of like lackluster script. I would say it's worth a watch. But Pedro was cool in that because he was like a helicopter pilot.
with the
But
aviators and the
no, I can't.
mustache.
It's some generic ass title. It's a Netflix
No, it was
movie.
but did Pedro have the typical pilot stash and the aviators in that movie?
No, no, actually
I
he
can see
didn't.
him like that.
He was like operator style too. You know, like they were all kind of had like their specialty. But and then Ben Affleck, like, you could tell Ben Affleck is like, I don't know. You could tell it's like right after him being all like depressed. Like you could tell that like there was that little stint after Batman vs Superman where like he just seems all depressed in all his roles. Like that
He's
was
like
his big
vaping at
moment, and it
McDonald's.
didn't.
Did you see that picture?
Bro, I
He's like vaping at McDonald's, bro. Like he's in the drive-through at Mickey D's or in the parking lot at Mickey D's, like hitting his vape, like looking all
yeah,
sad.
I saw the one where he's got a cigarette on the balcony. He's just like all fucked up.
He's going
Poor
through some
guy, dude.
shit.
I think he's. I don't know. They said that. I thought they
He's
said they were
he's
bringing him back for something.
he's back for well, I don't know about him coming back, but he's back. I think he made a movie called The Way Back,
That was a good movie.
and it was about a coach struggling with alcoholism,
Yeah, and I think he
and that
related
was
to it
like
a
his
lot.
allegory to his mindset. It was an allegory to his current mindset, and like it was him getting back to his form as a filmmaker or whatever, which is kind of pretentious, but also kind of cool.
I
So
watched it. It was good. It's worth a watch.
I just sports movies are really hard for me to get into. The
See,
last
but
one I watched
it's
was Moneyball.
so. Which one? Money? Did you say Moneyball?
Moneyball, and it's not even because I don't know sports. I do know sports. Right, I played a sports my whole life: basketball, football, baseball, track, all that stuff, even golf. And my main sport was baseball. And so, like, it's just the fact that like I don't care about sports anymore. That like when
Yeah.
I watch the sports movies, I feel such a lost the connection to me is just lost. So like,
No, it's definitely more the struggling alcoholic who just needs like a wake up call type of thing. Who also all
yeah,
of a sudden is coach of a basketball team, and like you see like how, um, like I guess he used to be a really good basketball player in the movie. You know, like when he
yeah,
was that age, and so like all of a sudden you see like where he cares about something so much that he's like willing to quit drinking to be a good coach. Like, and he struggles with it, and it's definitely more about him than the sport. 100%.
that's what I thought. Like the way it was made and marketed, it wasn't like about the final game.
Yeah.
Like no, it's about like
No, you
his
see some good Ben
achievement.
Affleck acting for sure.
Yeah, he's it was like his return to form. Is what the critics called it. The classic
Yeah, I never
phrase.
pay attention to the damn critics anymore, man.
I hate it. It's fucking. I watch YouTube people like occasionally I'll pop a Jeremy Johns video on or like Chris Stuckman.
Chris Stuckman. Yeah.
I watched his video recently about his Jehovah's Witness
That was crazy,
chat.
man. I didn't
I was
know.
like I was like enthralled with that.
I had no idea.
Uh sounds like a terrible cult that I never want to be anywhere near.
I mean, I got a friend who was Mormon, and he decided to leave it, and it's like his family doesn't talk to him anymore and stuff. Like it's
Even for Mormon, oh, because there's certain Mormons that are fucked up, right? Because like the
yeah.
Mormons that I knew in like Orange County were like chill Mormons, laid back, like well maybe behind the scenes they weren't, but they were always super nice, outgoing, friendly people. Maybe that's the facade. They trick you. That's what they
They're
do.
always really nice people, you know?
Yeah, and rich and married at 20.
Bro, for real. Like cuz isn't it like they have some kind of thing where like they want to have as many kids as possible to like save souls or something like that. So like they just
The
pop
more
as many kids
Mormons,
as
the
they can
better.
support. Yeah.
Yeah, pop them out. Get the
It's crazy.
Yukon XL package.
Yep.
You can see that the sales of Mormons, the percentage of Mormons that own the Yukon
There's a
XLs compared to
correlation.
there's definitely some sort of correlation, and it's stronger than the shark attacks in the ice cream sales. I mean, that's a
What?
class. Oh, I thought everybody's stats teacher or math teacher teaches them that. They're the first thing you learn in stats, at least at my school, and like a couple of I've heard a couple other stories about this. I think even on PKA they mentioned it once. Is the shark attacks and ice cream sales. Apparently, if you're bad at stats, ice cream sales increasing causes more shark attacks. If you're bad at stats, because they're correlated.
Oh,
Because in summer people go to the beach more and they buy ice cream more because it's hot, so they go on the beach, which is the water, is more shark attack opportunities. So if you're if you're bad at stats, then you would think that ice cream sales cause shark attacks.
I get what you're saying. I think I remember my math teacher
It's a
saying something
dog
like
shit
that.
simple concept turned into a joke, but
Um,
um,
dude, I had a
that's
roommate who's well, both my roommates were kind of into the like they were always like, oh, the Powerball, dude, all that stuff, and I always used to make fun. I'd be like, bro, I have a better chance of getting drafted to the NBA than I do of winning the Powerball. Like I'd always
yeah,
pull out some bullshit stat, or like I'm more likely to get killed by a vending machine.
dude. Worst way to die. I mean, what? Earthquake has to happen and falls over on you and you're too slow,
Damn,
or
trying
you
to
get
buy a
zapped
Milky
by
Way
it,
and just
dude. Again, he was telling me that I was too fat. You know, the Milky Way. This is the last. Was the last straw. Killed me, dude.
yeah.
What a way to go. That's Well, it's better than like
I don't know what
COVID,
is the worst way to die.
being burnt alive.
See, but I've heard that being burned alive, well, people who have been burned to the point where like they should have died.
Yeah, yeah.
So these dead people told me that, no, I'm just kidding.
I dug up a body and I asked him what he thought, and he said
Yeah.
something back to me. I think I was high.
No, but like people who say that they've been burned to the point where like like those I shouldn't be alive type things, right?
Yeah.
Those types of people. They're like
What do they
after
say?
a certain point you just you don't feel anything anymore. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Like I guess
I
once
just
it burns
imagine the
your nerve
fire
endings
like
or
climbing up my legs and coming up to my ball sack, and then
I
now my
guess
balls are burnt.
landing in lava, like feet first, would have to be the worst way to go. Cuz you slowly, it's not fast.
It's not
You're just
fast.
no.
I thought it was so hot that like your brain just cooks in like a
No,
matter
I'm
of like
saying
5 seconds.
like you're in Hawaii, all the volcanoes erupt, they're all coming, all the lava's coming towards you, got nowhere else to go, and you're just standing there, and it just slowly hits your feet, and then you just melt into
Oh,
it.
oh, you're not like doing a swan dive into a
No,
volcano.
I'm not talking like Terminator, like slowly on the chain going down. I'm talking about like you're just standing there while you burn slowly. You just
Yeah.
melt.
Okay. Yeah, that
That'd have to be
or
pretty bad.
or having your body parts severed just slowly by Ramsay Bolton
Yeah.
from Game of Thrones, cutting off your dick and sending it to your sister. That's the real Vincent Van Gogh story. It's
Is it
just
really?
they
It's
changed
not the
it to
ear.
the ear. They changed it to the ear so that kids wouldn't. No, I'm kidding.
I was like, what, dude? It's like blowing my mind
No,
right now.
no, it's yeah, that'd be hilarious. The ear story
Um,
is true though, right? Is it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
This wasn't one of those things that we all thought was.
No, I think there's like paintings. He doesn't have his ear in it.
Well, if there's paintings, we definitely know
It's like the internet, man.
paintings don't lie.
Yeah,
That was the original photograph, so of course
yeah.
someone had to stand still for that, like for like
Can you
5 hours.
imagine? He's just like getting painted. He's like, "Oh, hey, I've been telling this story. You gotta don't paint my ear. Just put a hole there.
Trust me, come tomorrow. There's gonna be no ear.
It's gonna be a legend."
My girlfriend broke up with me, and I just don't want to. I don't want to listen to these other bitches, so I
Yeah.
cut my ear off.
I
I
don't
don't care.
actually want to cut my ear off. I just want her to think I did.
Speaking of cutting things off, it's 4.
Oh,
I
jeez, dude.
I gotta
You were
I
supposed
gotta
to.
run my. I told my community it'd probably be around 4 to 5 for customs because I knew things go late and I was lagging anyway.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go to
All
the
right.
store. I'm gonna get some drinks for tonight and then run up my customs stream. But where can I tell the fans, the viewers in chat to watch this?
Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Video versions on YouTube.
Hell yeah! I was not afraid, but I was kind of nervous that this was gonna be a live podcast kind of thing.
I can't
Like
do it, man. There's too much that
I
could
don't,
go wrong.
I don't know. Well, I wasn't prepared for live, but I'm glad it was recorded and I can get the link and give it to my guys and maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe I want to make a TikTok out of some of these.
Do it, man.
I should have been low key. I should have been recording, but I'll rip the footage off your
Yeah, it'll
YouTube.
be out this Sunday morning.
Is it you put the full face cams up and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you checked out the last one, but like it's like
I
it's
should
kind
have.
of like PKA style, kind of.
Oh, nice. Okay, I should have checked it out, but I guess it'll be cooler to see the first time as me being on it. A little vanity check there, but yeah, I'm excited to see how this plays out, how people like it. Is it getting traction? Like, how many views are you getting on these?
I get somewhere between like 700 to like I think I've had like close to 1500 on one on YouTube.
Yeah, that's like a lot of my videos on YouTube are getting. My videos are averaging around like 1,500 to 2K these days on YouTube too. So I feel that.
I can usually tell by the downloads. Like I have like the little Podbean thing, and it tells me how many people download it, so I could tell when one's more popular than the others.
That's good to know. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it, bro. Thanks for having me on. Hopefully, I was a good guest. I've never done a podcast before besides a failed one at a friend's house, but I had fun.
I had fun talking. Love to have you on again sometime, man, in the future.
Yes, sir. Talk to Ben. Get us both.
Maybe with Ben. That sounds like a fun time.
Get jammed on. So, hell yeah. And also, just hit me up if you want to play some Warzone maybe next week on Wednesday with me and Ben.
Hell yeah, dude.
Always looking to add some new personalities to the team to have some fun. We get a little sweaty, but we have fun with it at the same time. So prepare to laugh a lot, laugh and rage. Prepare for both.
Sounds like fun, man.
Hell yeah. Well, I'll catch you soon. Just hit me on Twitter or Discord, and I'll be around, bro.
All right, man.
So
take care.
Have a good one, boss. Peace.
Peace.